Cougar foul, number 10, Sydney Freeman, her third, team sixth. Uphill foul, 33, Adriana Trexler, her second, team fifth. Rebound bucket.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Jordan & Vaught Insurance Agency, you don't pay extra for the over 80 years of combined experience that will be available to you when dealing with questions about your auto, home, farm, life, or Medicare supplements. They're always there to help from 8:30 to 5 p.m. on weekdays at 123 South Franklin Street, the very same Bloomfield location since 1972. You may not realize the value of experience until you need it the most. Call Jordan & Vaught Insurance, your friends with experience, at 812-384-3535. Good evening and welcome to Linton Minor Volleyball as the Miners are at home tonight hosting Terre, Haute, North Vigo. Kevin Rader, Heather Rader here courtside for tonight's contest.
We want to welcome you to Linton-Stockton High School, and we are currently in the Jordan Vaught Insurance pregame show with over 80 years of combined experience. Call Ross, Rita, Cindy, and Layton at 123 South Franklin Street in Bloomfield at 812-384-3535 today for your home, auto, and life insurance. Kevin, it's great to be back here at the Miner Gym after a great road win at Bloomfield where the Miners clinched their 7th straight SWIAC title, and I'm going to throw that up here on the screen. They were the SWIAC champions for 2025. And that makes 7 in a row for the Miners with their 49th straight SWIAC win. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, that really is. That's one of those that doesn't happen very often. And the Miners have been able to really flex their muscles in volleyball in the last several years.
Now, we have lots to go over tonight. And by that, I mean we have lots to go over. Tonight, obviously, is against Terre Haute North. The Patriots are coming here to Linton-Stockton, and we are syndicating, whatever you prefer to use as the term, to the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network, which is always going to be our preferred network, as well as YouTube, Facebook Live, and as always, RaiderMediaSports.com. You are able to view them on your platform of choice, and you are able to go on to our Facebook page and comment either on Facebook Live, or you're going to see at the very top of the page, we have a photo of the court. It says Terre Haute North at Linton, the 8th of October. And we're trying something new, and the reason we're doing this is because a lot of people tell us that they've tried to comment on our Facebook Lives in the past, and for some reason they cannot do so. And so we're making it easy for a number of reasons. And if you saw our winded post today on Facebook, we tried to explain this as best as possible. But primarily, our Facebook Lives and our YouTubes go into the archives 24 hours after the end of the game. So YouTube comments will all get buried until the end of the season. Unfortunately, Facebook Live comments are disappearing forever because we have to take Facebook Live completely down in 24 hours. So this gives you an opportunity to go in on that photo, say congratulations or hello or whatever you'd like to any of the players, the coaches, any fellow athletes that you'd like to say hello to. And those are going to stay up indefinitely. But one thing that's a good reminder and a good rhythm of practice is come next week when we head to Sullivan to broadcast the 2A Sectional 47, there is no Facebook Live, there is no YouTube. It is strictly on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network, and by that is the only place that you can view it. And everything this weekend, after tomorrow night's Mitchell game, senior night, is going to flip that way. We're going to pretty much disable Facebook Live, disable the YouTube, and the only way you'll be able to watch it is on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network.
Which means there will be no direct communications that you've been able to have before.
Well, there is, because this is why we're doing a great test of this. So we'll put a picture, obviously, of the court, and then you go in like you always have been during sectionals and regionals and semi-states, and you're able to comment on that. And we can still give shout-outs on the air by that post. But what's really cool about it is that specific post with a photo stays up indefinitely, so it kind of becomes a thumbprint. And so people can go back and people can see, like, hey, Mrs. Smith was watching me on senior night. Mr. John Doe was watching me on Terre Haute North night. So that's something we really want to kind of start driving home now, because next week, Kevin, you and I head to Sullivan High School. As you heard from us last week, we were in the application status, and what that means is that no broadcaster is ever guaranteed automatic rights until their applications are reviewed, until the money is paid, and then we were accepted today. So let me show you here on the screen. The first game of the 2A Sectional 47 is going to be Eastern and Sullivan. That game will tip off at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, October the 14th. We will go live at 5:25 like always for a pregame and to preview the tournament. Then on Thursday night, 5:25, we'll go live as Linton-Stockton faces the West Vigo Vikings. And something good to know, Linton has not faced West Vigo this year, so will be their first meeting. And so that will be the first game, followed by Bar Reeve versus North Knox. That will the tip, so to speak, for the match will be around 7:30 p.m. And then on Saturday, South Knox will face the winner of match 1 between Sullivan and Eastern Green. That is going to be a 10:25 pregame for us, 11 a.m. start, followed by the winners of Linton, West Vigo, and the winner of Bar Reeve and North Knox. And then the championship match will tip off later that evening at 6 o'clock, and we will have a 5:25 pregame. So there are lots of volleyball ahead for you and I, Kevin. Obviously, let's just show the draw here so that way you can see how the brackets work out. It should be noted that on our Facebook page, we have all of this information. Shows the games. It shows how you can go ahead and go in and buy your ticket so you can speed up your time in line there at Sullivan High School. And so we want to give this as much ease for you to be able to follow your favorite team, no matter who they are, to Sullivan High School. But tomorrow night, these three ladies, Ella Warwick, Kinley Carmichael, and Abby McKee, will be honored as their last game as a Linton minor in this gym. So we invite all of you to come out tomorrow night as they host Mitchell. There'll probably be lots of senior activities. They'll have their senior boards and take lots of pictures. So you're able to send these three ladies into the sectional out in style. And I should also mention we have a special surprise that we are going to start posting this weekend from a few past Lady Miners. So keep tuned to our Facebook page. Kevin?
Yeah, you think sometimes when you're doing these games, you're not thinking that other people are paying attention or watching, but a lot of Linton Minor alums are keeping track of how their, I guess you'd call them sisters in volleyball, are doing this year, and that'll be fun.
We also want to mention that, obviously, we are very proud to be awarded the live stream production rights for Sullivan. This is our third year, Kevin, covering the entire sectional.
For the Sullivan sectional,
For the 2A sectional 47 in general. This is our third year. This happens to be at Sullivan this year. Last year it was Eastern Green. And we sometimes get asked, why do you cover the entire sectional instead of just Linton? And the answers are easy, is because obviously when you look at this bracket, let's go through this quickly here. Obviously, Linton has played Sullivan, Linton has played Eastern Green, Linton has played Bar Reeve, Linton has played North Knox, Linton has played South Knox. Linton has not played West Vigo in volleyball, but they have in softball and a number of other sports. So you kind of tend to follow this, and then obviously gives all the minor fans the opportunity to watch the other games of possible opponents. We're very thankful that the athletic directors at all of these schools have been very kind to send their rosters over to the Sullivan AD, and we will be getting those. And Kevin, you and I will begin stats and preps and everything else. And these games are not free for us. These games cost money for Rader Media Sports to pay to the Indiana High School Athletic Association. So this is not by any means something that we're getting rich off of, and we want to make that known to all of you who might have that scenario floating around, that this is a quite, what would you want to call it? It is an expense.
I call it bonus coverage by the fact that we're, anytime Linton is in a tournament or a sectional or whatever, we like to cover the whole thing. And the reason is you never know who Linton will end up playing. You can't really take a team off and say, well, they're not going to play in this one, because you just don't know.
Absolutely.
And we like covering the entire tournament. If Linton's there, we're there. That's the bottom line.
And we also want to thank all of the sponsors that you're going to see in rotation tonight, both in video commercial format as well as live reads, and then those that you're seeing scrolling in the bottom crawl of our broadcast tonight, as in every broadcast. And we truly do believe in promoting our sponsors beyond the broadcast. So When tonight's game is over, you can go to our website, you can go to our social media, and you can see these businesses that not only have supported us, but have supported the athletes, the staff, the community, and the school. So we are very thankful for all of them to making these broadcasts free to view at home for all of you. Right now, we are going to take a few minutes out to let you hear from a number of Minor Pride sponsors, starting with Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets. This is a live stream production of Rader Media Sports.
Hello there, I'm Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets. Are you a first-time home buyer and you just don't know where to start? Perhaps you're looking to downsize and you need to list a property and get top dollar. In any of those situations, you need a professional agent on your side. I have successfully opened doors for clients for over the last 4 years, and it is a complete pleasure of mine to be able to help them end one chapter and begin a new one. Navigating the real estate market can be complex, but with the right guidance, it doesn't have to be. Let me help you understand the housing market, and let's negotiate the best deal. So together, let's open a new door and close it with Corey.
At Crane Credit Union, you can expect a personalized experience from people committed to your financial well-being. When you visit one of our 18 branches across southern and central Indiana, you will be greeted by our team that is committed to supporting your financial needs, dreams, and possibilities through all the stages of your life. From youth and teen accounts where it pays to get A's, to auto and personal loans that are processed completely within your local branch. Your local staff can assist you with mortgage and home equity needs, and when the time is right, we can help you with your IRA retirement accounts. We will be with you every step of the way. Crane Credit Union, building relationships since 1955. Three specialty clinics with three top-notch providers right here close to home. Greene County General Hospital's Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care are the area's go-tos when it comes to your care. Team Ortho is home to the county's only board-certified orthopedic surgeon, Dr. John Hammerstein. Dr. Matthew Parmenter is a board-certified foot and ankle surgeon with more than 35 years' experience. And board-certified general surgeon Dr. Cam Gabrielson is trained to diagnose a wide range of diseases that may require surgery. Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care, the trio you can trust. They're all part of the Greene County General Hospital family. Our family, caring for yours.
In high school, I didn't really ever know completely what I wanted to do. My dad, he's the one that's in the trades. He told me all the benefits, and so I ultimately decided to join the Carpenters Union.
My life is better today because of my career choice, because I have health insurance and benefits and just a better future for myself and my family.
This is a great opportunity, especially right now in Indiana. It's high demand. Every trade, they all need people to work, and it's going to benefit you in the long run.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports, and we'd like to take this opportunity to go through a number of our sponsors that you will see in tonight's rotation of tonight's live stream production. First off, let's start with Key Associates of Linton, helping Greene and surrounding counties for over 30 years. Key Associates of Linton has helped generations of clients buy and sell homes. So whether you're looking to buy your dream home or next investment, or sell your home to enter into the next chapter of your life, Allie Walton Jackson, Mary Beth Gerald, and Audrey Sparks of Key Associates of Linton are there for you every step of the way, as they are your key to the very best.
The replay sponsors, Greene County Vision Center. Greene County Vision Center, locally family-owned business located at Highway 54 in Linton. They've been providing quality eye care, glasses, contact lenses, and treating patients like family since 2005 with a large selection of designer frames. Stop in and let their staff help you pick out your new look. And by the way, I may be doing that relatively soon.
Set sponsor tonight is Tim and Joan Warwick of Linton. Our block sponsor tonight is Walton Funeral Service. From one generation to the next and one family to another, Todd and Cindy Walton of Walton Funeral Service are proud of their funeral home's heritage. Dedicated to professional and compassionate service, their families have been there for this community for over a century and look forward to serving you for many more years to come. They truly are your lamp of hope when you need them most.
The scoreboard sponsors Linton Cycle Sales. Linton Cycle Sales is Southern Indiana's most preferred power sports dealer since 1973, and they've been proudly serving our community for well over 50 years. Dane and his staff offer sales, service, and parts. Come and see us for the best deals in the area at Linton Cycle Sales.
Tech Shack of Linton serves as tonight's post-game sponsor. They now offer gift cards at Tech Shack in Linton, perfect for birthdays, Christmas, a thank you, or even a bonus. Redeemable in the Linton store or at TechShack.com. Now tech lovers of all ages can get exactly what they've always wanted from Tech Shack. And we'd also like to remind all of you that we are syndicating to YouTube, so you can feel free to go in and comment on our YouTube station, just like Carly Crow says, go Chloe, number 14. And you also can comment on our Facebook page as well. And there's a couple of different places that you can do so. You can either go to our Facebook Live that is there up and running now, or our preferred way is to comment below the photo that you see with tonight's graphic. Just as Lisa Duckworth-Ball says, go Lady Miners. Margaret N. Simon says, be there in a few minutes with the blue light on. Go Lady Miners. As well as Peggy Fonseca, who says, let's go Lady Miners. We're going to take a quick time out to hear from another Miner Pride sponsor, Heritage Lumber and Supply of Linton. We'll be back in just a moment. This is a live stream production of Rader Media Sports.
Looking to tackle a new project? Then Heritage Lumber and Supply is your locally owned and operated building material supplier with everything you need for your next professional or DIY project. From interior or exterior building products to windows, doors, metal roofing, and more, we've got you covered. Ready for a kitchen update or looking to build a new home or post-frame building? Our staff can help you from design to construction, and our in-house kitchen designer will work with you to bring your ideas to life. Let us help you through the process at 812-798-1178 or visit us at heritagelumbersupply.com, located behind Walmart in Linton.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Excuse me. Welcome back. Tonight we are covering Linton Minor Volleyball. And Heather, we've got volleyball tonight against Terre Haute North here. We have volleyball tomorrow night, and then we've got football on Friday night. A busy 3 days.
We do, and it should be said that as we round out the regular season for high school volleyball on Thursday night, if all goes according to plan, and what I mean by that is there's obviously a game tonight, matches tomorrow. You and I will have covered 33 events for high school volleyball since the beginning of August. An event refers to as a JV match. Another event refers to as a varsity match. So 32 during this season. And we're very excited. We're very thankful for the sponsors that make these broadcasts free to view at home for all of you. And as a reminder, 30% of that sponsorship money that is collected is returned back to Linton-Stockton Athletics.
And we're very proud of that fact. Very, very, very proud of that fact. I know there aren't very many situations similar to this one here in Linton. It's a very special relationship, and we're very glad to have it here. It's a wonderful school, and we're glad to be a part of it.
We are, and then as mentioned on Friday night, we will travel to Eastern Green as Linton-Stockton High School football plays Week 8 of the high school football season, and then after that, volleyball kicks in full gear on Tuesday. We'll have Tuesday night, one game, two games on Thursday. Obviously, Northview will come to town for the last game of the regular football season, and then 3 volleyball games on Saturday. So we actually have 7 events next week. And that's after we host the volleyball team on Monday. We're going to be hosting the volleyball team, the coaches, some of their kiddos coming over and enjoying as we do this annual tradition with the volleyball team before we get ready for volleyball play. We have about what we calculated 40 people coming Monday. It's 40. I think that's what Coach Vanderkolk said. So you know what I'm going to be doing all day Sunday, Monday.
Yeah, I'll be sampling for you.
Yep.
So we're still 11 minutes away from the start of this junior varsity contest here, and we're tickled to. We don't have our full team here yet tonight, Heather, but we will have a full squad tonight.
Yes, Penny Dunn will be joining us here momentarily, and Ashlyn Tatlock, I'm told, is heading to run the camera for us tonight as well. We are once again looking forward to rounding out this season. It's going to be kind of, I don't know what we're going to do when we're just at Friday Night Football for a couple of weeks, because even if, and we're hopeful that the minor volleyball team will go far in this play, then we're going to have about 2 weeks with just football Fridays before we kick off to girls basketball season, which, Kevin, is 1 month from today.
You know, the interesting thing, Heather, is you look at the sports calendar and you say, well, the volleyball season ends here, the football season ends here. Well, not in Linton it doesn't, because it usually ends well beyond the regular season calendar. And so I always find that interesting when you talk to somebody. They say, well, when will football season be over if they're not from around here? And you say, well, here you never know.
You just never know.
And same with volleyball. And so, and that's we're very proud of that fact that we're able to bring these games to you, because these kids are not only good kids, they're good at what they do.
Well, and I had the opportunity to sit down and talk with School Resource Officer Josh Goodman, who is also one of the strengthening conditioning coaches here at Linton-Stockton. There's some amazing milestones that are being achieved by a number of these volleyball players, football players, basketball players, track and field participants. I was kind of blown away to see some of the numbers of some of the, when you talk about weightlifting, you think about, and I used to think this way, when you think weightlifting, you think it's a sport that you see on TV, and you go into a ring and you fight someone and you have a winner. But to see these athletes day in and day out that we're here at the school, some days we're here to do interviews that are for the school, that are not even sports related. But to see these students going in and out of this weight room and hitting milestones and challenging other members, it's pretty special. And speaking of interviews that are not sports related, we're not going to give too much away. But we got an interesting message today in our Facebook about something that we are going to be participating in here in about a month. We can't really disclose anything because it would totally give it away, nor can we give you any hints, but it has nothing to do with sports. But it's going to be a way that Kevin and I are going to be participating in something Linton-Stockton related, and we're excited to be able to share that with all of you here next month.
This is the way.
Yes. We want to say thank you to all who are checking in on our YouTube station, as well as our Facebook post that we are trying to mainstream people to, starting essentially tonight, to go on to our photo on our Facebook page that is not a Facebook Live, but to let people know. So that way you can comment on one specific area for a shout out on the air. And we're doing tonight as a test to see who is following those instructions. Because this way, when we get to the tournament next week and we can have no longer Facebook Live or YouTube syndication, this will get everybody kind of in a really centralized location. So we want to see how many of you are following that instruction tonight. And as always, we will do everything we can to give you a shout out on the air, but you must comment on that one specific Facebook post. It's funny, Kevin, right before we went on air, I was working on the YouTube, and the YouTube went down. They've changed their platforms. They've done a little upgrades in their how we syndicate. It shows us a lot more real-time views, so we can see exactly how many people are watching at any given minute, which is pretty cool. But it's amazing to me too. Our sponsors ask us a lot of times, how many views are you actually getting? Or how many views are you getting on Facebook? And I'm able to go in and see on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis, or I can actually go in and pull, like, say, I want to just look at what photo has had the most likes, whatever. Some of our Facebook posts are hitting 49,000 people. Some of our Facebook Lives are hitting over 8,000. Some of our posts are only hitting 12 people. So I think it's in due to what the content is, who we're playing, what time of day people are checking in, and it's kind of all a learning curve as you go from one sport to the next. But our high school basketball kicks off 1 month from today with girls basketball, tips off rather, and then it'll be followed about a month later with high school boys basketball. We've had a number of sponsors reach out and say that they want to get in on this. We have a number of sponsors that are automatically go directly into basketball because they're a minor pride. They paid up front for the entire year. We have people that always will say, well, I want the specialty ones, and those are going fast. So if you're listening or you're watching this on the replay, please let us know exactly how you want to participate, because we're starting on that now. Kevin?
You know, it's a real joy for Heather and I, and you know what's the old saying? If you
love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
And believe me, there are times where I've seen Heather literally want to just pull her hair out with stuff to try to figure out, which, to be truthful, I am just totally out of the loop on. And I've said this before, but being in television for the length of time that I was, I always had photographers, engineers, people to be able to take care of the technical end of it, and so I'm really kind of shorthand with Heather. Now, I have kind of inherited the audio portion of this, and I've somehow been able to handle that, but Heather gets us on the air with everything else, and as I say, she's the producer, the director, the engineer, and gets us on the air and keeps us there. You'd be surprised how many times we might be knocked off during a broadcast, and she never loses her cool and gets us right back on the air. Now, I just literally try to just concentrate on the play-by-play so I don't get disrupted, but she's the one who's worrying and getting us back to where we should be, so certainly thankful for that.
Well, I'm thankful for you because your professionalism and your dedication to this job is above all is incredible, and I would put you up against anyone. I hear a lot of times, and I get a lot of these messages, like, why isn't he calling college? And sometimes I wonder that myself, but we're glad to be able to do this in the town that we live in and the town that we love, and it's really hard when you
I keep pointing at Coach Scott Vanderkolk, Heather, because you don't see this every day. You just do not see this every day. There's a meeting with the referees here, but notice that Scott is, I believe, holding his youngest.
Yep, Miss Maddie.
And while they're having the meeting. And you know what? Does it get any better than that?
It doesn't. They'll be all excited to know when they go back and watch this on the replay that when they told me last time they came over, they said, you probably need to find some new games because we've been here so much that they're getting kind of old. So thanks to Amazon Prime, I've had my eye on this one specific one, and it's going to arrive before Sunday. So when they all get here on Monday evening for the volleyball team dinner, then they'll be able to sit out in the backyard and with all the volleyball team and see how many of them are able to participate in that. But we're just, I say this a lot, and I don't know why it's this game that we're saying this to, but, you and I work really well together. There's lots of things that both of us do on a daily basis that a lot of people don't see, but then there's a lot of things that people do see. And they always say, when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And I'm thankful that this is the time of our life that we're in right now, that we get to spend time with these athletes, these coaches, some of these coaches, and have become some of our dearest friends, and we're thankful for that. And it's going to be kind of sad after volleyball season is over, hopefully at the state finals, which is now being played at Gamebridge Fieldhouse.
Now, how cool would that be?
Pretty awesome. This is the first year for that.
It was interesting during the draw that they made that announcement, and Heather's eyes got really big. It's like, oh, wow, will that be cool?
So, and we should also mention quickly here that the 8th grade and 7th grade are currently playing White River Valley in the middle school gym, and tonight is 8th grade night. So all the 8th graders will get recognized for their last middle school game at Linton-Stockton before they move on up next year to high school. This concludes the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show.
They have the meet and greet here at the under the net. And we're just about set here for the start here. We'll try to get the starters as they come out. Most of the time, with junior varsity, they do not announce the starters. So we will try to hunt and pick those out. Of course, we'll know them for the minors, but I see number 13, Brielle Jones, number 13. I see number 15, Amelia Kelly for North. I see number 14, Layla Bell. And there are a couple of girls talking here. Number 5, Emma Ellis is coming in as the libero. Number 2, Lizzie O'Rourke is in there. And then that one to her right, I can't see a number with the ponytail there. But maybe when she moves, we'll be able to find that out. For the Linton-Stockton Miners, it'll be number 3, Emily Stewart. And right now, serving is Addie Walton, number 10. I see Lainey Carmichael, Malia Goodman. Here we got a play at the net. Miners with the set. Piper Bland, who was another starter in here for the junior varsity. There's a nice swing. Set. Walton over. From the back row. That's going to fall. Great swing, great play there by number 8, Adley Klaus. That was the number that I couldn't find. Now continuing to set the stage for the minors. Chloe King usually is out there. Is she out there? Yes. So right now serving number 14, Layla Bell, the freshman. Just long. That makes it 1-1, just underway. Of course, the varsity contest will follow. On the varsity, Linton 20-7, Terre Haute North coming in at a record of 12-11. There's the serve by Piper in the net. Hits the tape officially. So it's 2-1. North on top. Coming in now to serve, it looks like, is Lily Gregory, number 10, a sophomore, 5'3". Stepping in here, and there's the serve. Piper Bland handles it. Walton coming across court. Nice swing there by Chloe King, but it is deflected. We're coming here on the right pin. Good swing there by North. Stewart tried a little tap over the net. Didn't work. Here's the set. They go to the back row. Piper Bland, long. 3-1. Terre Haute North, the Patriots on top.
That will qualify as a Key Associates of Linton ace.
Gregory back to serve again now with a 4-1 advantage. That one is wide. Makes it 4-2, and the Miners now will serve. The serve there by Sage Hall for the Miners. Free ball up and over. Walton with the set. Goodman, little tap over, handled easily by North. Free ball coming the other way. Miners in system. Eleanor Stewart with a swing. Good save by North. The set. Malia Goodman taps it right into the net. Good start for the visitors here. They jump up to a 5-2 advantage, and they're still serving. Oh, it looked like a deflection. Another point for the Patriots.
That will serve as a Key Associates of Linton ace.
So it is now 6-2 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. And serving now is Sophia Medley. Get it up and over. Great save there by the Miners, but not enough. North gets the point again. It was a great play there by the libero, Sage Hall. But right now, everything is going North's way. Oh, miss hit there. Another point for North. Puts it up to an 8-2 score now.
We're going to take a quick timeout and be back in just a moment. This is a production of Rader Media Sports.
Finding the best coverage for your home, auto, life, and business isn't always a walk in the park. I'm Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agent. Whether you're buying your first car or starting your own business, finding the right coverage can be a challenge. With great companies like Auto Owners Insurance, I can find the appropriate coverages so that you and your family can be better protected. Come see me, Audrey Sparks, to discuss what coverages are right for you or give me a call at 812-847-4798.
Welcome back. Boy, North getting off to a fantastic start here. 8-2 on the road here at the home of the Miners. North look like they're very comfortable playing here at Linton-Stockton Senior High School. Penny Dunn joining us now. Penny, can you hear okay?
Yeah, sounds great.
She just got... poor girl just gets sat down and we put the headset on her instantly. It's like, everything working?
Good to go.
There's, I think, let's see what the call is here. It's another point for North.
Linton was in the net.
Boy, 9-2.
Want to say hello to Brent Anderson, who's checking in from Purdue.
Bren.
We miss you.
Well, there the Miners get little indecision on North's side. That's probably the first error they've made tonight. It's 9-3 now. The Miners have to get something going, and they'll try to do so with Chloe King behind the service line. There's the set. Going near the left pin. It's blocked, but it goes out of bounds. Point North. Good swing there by number 8, Adelaide Klaus. And so that makes it now a 10-3 contest. And back to serve is Cammie Williams. Tharp with a swing, and see if they can play it off the speakers, or is it going to get caught up there? It's gone. The ball just disappeared into the speakers. I think that's the first time I've seen that this year, Penny.
Yeah,
I've seen him hit there.
Yeah, it's hit, but I've not seen it get stuck up there. It looks like
Although,
they decided to replay it.
I do see another ball,
Yeah, there is one
up
on the
there.
other side.
So it's happened before. They've got to replay the point. Williams with a serve, and it's going to fall for another ace. Key Associates of Linton ace. Wow, 11-3, North on top. Williams. Good swing there by Stewart. They go once again to Klaus, but that's handled by Chloe King. Back to Stewart in the net. 12-3. It's one of those quick starts it's hard to come back from, Penny.
Yeah, when you dig that hole, sometimes it's hard to get out of there because volleyball is a game of mistakes.
There's a good tip there, good play. I think that was Goodman. It was either Goodman or Tharp.
Good spot there.
Yeah. 12-4. Miners, they're going to get a rally. Probably better get one going now. It's a great serve there by Stewart, but they're going to have it back. Free ball the other way. Miners will have a play. Piper up and over. They call it. Going to go over to Klaus again. That's handled by the Miners. They go to Tharp near the right pin. Handled there by Williams. Now they go Klaus just to push, tap over, and oh boy. Sometimes you just don't think anything like that's going to happen and when a free ball like that.
Yeah, and Miners did have a couple players there, just a little bit of miscommunication on who was going to take it or who was in the best position to take it.
There's the serve by Klaus. That's going to be long. Service error. 13-5. Miners trying to battle back here. Carmichael checking in now on the front line. So it's Piper Bland, Carmichael, and Tharp. Served long by Goodman. Boy, it's like when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, string of unfortunate mistakes.
Emma Ellis, a sophomore, back to serve for North. They're going to go to Piper down the line. Looked like it was in. Yes, that's the call. Difficult shot there down that line.
I want to say hello to Denise Brochin, who has checked in on Facebook. Says she's watching on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network.
So Walden serving in the tape. 15-6.
Yeah, those missed serves are just, when you're playing a tough team, a larger school, those are just the things that we can't have happening, especially when the score is this far apart at that time. You need to get those serves in to make that rally.
Layla Bell with that serve. Miners get it up and over. The set. Got to go over on the left side, blocked by the Miners. There's a game try by Kelly, but she was double blocked over there. But a Walton Funeral Service block. Piper Bland lowers the wood a little bit, but that's handled. There's a good play. Miners get it up and over. Chloe King one-hands it up and over. Set. Chloe King again. Off the deflection. That'll finally fall. Boy, it seems like when the Miners get a point, Penny, it's after a long rally. You have to fight tooth and nail for it.
That was a really good rally, and that's what I was noticing is that Terre Haute North team is just getting every ball in place. Oh,
there you saw it on the Greene County replay. Greene County Vision Center replay. Now we're back to live action. Stewart, nice swing, good dig by Kelly, and they get it up and over. Point again, 16-7. North can do, well, not literally no wrong because they've had a couple of plays, but boy, it's been pretty much error-free for the most part for North. In the JV contest, varsity to follow yet. Lily Gregory with a serve. Walton with the set. Chloe King long.
feel like the Miners are doing a nice job executing as far as hitting goes, but I think, the few errors and the fact that Terre Haute North has just been able to pass up everything, it just makes it really hard.
Nice serve again there. That one by Gregory. Carmichael up and over. Here's the set coming the other way, right at the net. Klaus ties up Walton. Kind of handcuffed her. She got it right almost in the chest. She tried to get her hands up in time, but it more or less got caught. It is now 18-7 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard with a timeout on the floor in the first set. This is Rader Media Sports. Need excavation or septic work that you can count on at Hall's LLC? They've been moving earth and installing reliable septic systems for years. From site prep to drainage, driveways, demolition, and full septic installs or repairs, they have the equipment and experience to get the job done right. For residential or commercial jobs, big or small, give Doug or Jared a call at 812-699-0200. You may also visit Hall's LLC on Facebook today. Country roads to city streets, Corey Motter is the local expert Greene County trusts. With proven results and a drive to help you succeed. Close it with Corey and turn your real estate goals into reality. Well, you hear the buzzer. It's an 18-7 score. So far, it's been all Terre Haute North, the Patriots. Near perfect play here. Lily Gregory with a serve. There's the set. Carmichael. There we go at the right pin. It's number 17, Lainey Carmichael, kind of announcing her presence there. Makes it now 18-8 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. It's still North. Sage Hall with the serve. Going to go over on the left to Klaus. Out. In watching them and when you watch, basically good volleyball teams, it's usually more than one player you got to look out for. And that's kind of what we're seeing with North here.
Yeah, they definitely look solid across the board.
Partial block there, goes out of bounds. It'll be another point North on the deflection.
And I also noticed that North's junior varsity consists of pretty much all freshmen and sophomore. I think only one junior on their roster.
Good point. Medley back to serve, Sophia Medley. Freshman, as Penny points out. Miners got to get it over. Goodman does. There's the set. Now going up in the middle. Great block by Malia Goodman. A Walton Funeral Service block, and she does it again. But what'd they call there in the net?
They called it 4 hits, so yeah, it hit the tape.
4 hits.
Yep.
Makes it now 19-10. Miners beginning now. I get the feeling, Penny, they're beginning to put up a little bit more of a fight here than earlier going.
Getting some momentum, some good serves, a few good hits.
Klaus partial block on the deflection. One too many hits. Oh, they're calling a lift, I guess. I thought it was 4th hit. Going back now to serve is number 7, Cammie Williams. She is the lone junior that Penny was referring to earlier. On the JV, I mean. There's a nice swing, partial block there by Klaus. They're going to go back to her, and a great block by Goodman and also Tharp.
Yeah, that was a nice one to see. I think a couple rotations back. We're going to look at it again. They really got in good position.
Here it comes. Perfect.
Yeah,
Walton Funeral Service block.
They were really close on a previous play, I noticed, so good to see him kind of make that adjustment and get that block.
A Greene County Vision Center replay there. Another block. That one was by Malia Goodman. Set. Piper. Long. It's 21-11. But you're at least hoping that this fight now that we're seeing from the Miners holds a little bit better maybe in the second set.
Yeah, I think sometimes when you come into a game playing a bigger school, you might be a little intimidated. I think now that they've got a few points under their belt, maybe they might be a little more comfortable, know they can play with them.
Piper. Little tip at the net. Oh, a little indecision there. Good tip right at the net by North, an alert play. You couldn't tell where that ball was going to fall, Penny.
I couldn't tell if it was going to cross the plane of the net, and their player was right there ready to.
She decided not to wait and find out.
Nope.
She was the aggressor. Canup to serve here. Goodman for the Miners. What are they going to do here? They go to number 6, Nichols. She gets it over. Free ball by the Miners. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to number 15, Kelly. She gets caught up in the net. 22-12. Terre Haute North leading on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. Net serve, still playable. Oop, they're getting right near the net. Great tip by Tharp to keep it in play. Free ball up and over for the Miners. The set, Tharp again. I thought that one might fall, but no.
That was a good swing.
Set. Piper Bland, no dice. North just keeps firing it back the other way. Kelly. At the net, good save by Miners. In the net by Stewart. Sage Hall coming back in. Goodman has gone out. 23-12. They're 2 points away from clinching this first set. Emma Ellis, number 5, back to serve. I was about ready to call service error, and then somehow it found its way up and over the net. Lainey Carmichael was there, but I don't think she expected that to get over either.
No, those are hard ones.
Set point. 24-12. North on top. Piper. That's a winner.
Yeah, excellent pass, set, and swing right there in the middle of the court for Piper.
Good kill by Piper. Makes it 24-13. We're at set point number 2. Addie Walton back to serve. Good serve. Great tap. Great alert play by Chloe King.
Yeah, that was really the first serve I saw Linton had that put pressure on the north side, where they just passed it over and won.
24-14. Set point number 3, and that one is in the net, so that will do it. For the first set, it is 25-14. Terre Haute North, the Patriots, winning the first set. This is Rader Media Sports. Whether you would like to add emergency lighting, tint your windows, replace old floor mats with WeatherTech floor mats, lift your truck, cover your truck bed, customize your truck bed, or accessorize your vehicle, English Off-Road Line X of Bloomfield has a professionally trained staff to help you make important decisions and make your dreams a reality. Call them in Bloomfield at 812-384-5060 or visit them on the web at www.englishoffroad.com. Locally owned for over 30 years, CAS Contracting DBA Kramer's Tree Service specializes in land clearing and development, including residential tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, vegetation control, compost, seasoned firewood, and quality hardwood mulches. If it's an outside job, call CAS Contracting DBA Kramer's Tree Service at 812-847-7221. Welcome back. Looking for a handmade over-the-collar bandana for your furry friend? Bandanas by Brenna offers many specialty prints, including holidays, everyday, and the ever-popular sports fans. Make sure your furry family members dress for any season. Find them at Bandanas by Brenna on Facebook. And Frank the Tank and his sidekick Sideways have their own bandanas. Need quality hardwood mulch, compost, tree removal, or stump grinding? Contact CAS Contracting, doing business as Kramer's Tree Service, who has Locally owned for over 30 years. They also specialize in land clearing and development. If it's an outside job, call 812-847-7221. Come home to quality with Brock Anderson Construction. Call 812-798-5583 for all of your construction needs. And are you looking for high-speed internet? Give Mike Morin a call at Midwest Satellite. He offers T-Mobile high-speed internet for $60 a month with debit auto pay. Call Midwest Satellite at 812-847-8848. As he always likes to say, call Mike, he'll treat you right.
Want to say hello to my dad, who's checking in from Alabama, who just texted. So we want to say hello to you.
Sweet home, Alabama.
Also to Peyton Bland, who said, let's go, sis. Melody Thewis commented on Facebook Live, watching from home. Good luck, Miners. And as always, we're asking all of you to go to we're going to start a new tradition here. Comment on the Facebook photo at the very top of the page, because this is where we're going to start doing all of our shout-outs to keep everything mainstream into one digital thumbprint. Kevin?
Penny Dunn joining us here on this next to this broadcast and the next varsity one to follow. Penny, any observations? We go into this second set for the JV.
Yeah, I thought, the Miners dug quite a big hole at the beginning of that set. I think that they were playing a lot better. I saw some nice execution, some good, strong serves. I think if the Miners kind of just clean up on some of those errors and build off of that momentum that they were getting at the end of that second set, that this one could be a lot closer.
Number 14, Layla Bell, the freshman. Back to serve. Great serve, but too great, too long. 1-0 Miners. And am I right? I think this might be their first lead of the night.
Yeah, I missed the first few points, but that's probably a good possibility.
Piper Bland with a serve for the Miners. They're getting the set, going over to O'Rourke, and she hits it in the net. A little disappointed with herself.
Yeah, that set was a little outside. She kind of had to adjust and get out there.
2-0. Miners on top. Piper Bland. Again to serve, and there is a Key Associates of Linton ace. Well, this was the quick start that actually North got off to in the first set.
Yeah, Miners were able to take advantage of that missed serve and then a couple strong serves from Piper, and, it happens pretty quickly.
Key Associates of Linton ace. Here's her second serve. Boy, and that almost was another ace. Set. Chloe King long. She turns around and looks over to the bench, but
yeah, she just overran that a little bit, so she was kind of have to hit behind her, and it's hard to get down on it when that ball gets behind you. It's all about adjusting to that set, and that's something, as a hitter, you'll learn just the more and more you do it.
Lily Gregory back to serve for the Patriots in the net. Break for the Miners. Makes it now 4-2 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. Sage Hall back to serve for the Miners. North playing it here to the right pin. That was number 12, Medley, with the play. Stewart. Oh, strong swing there by number 2, Lizzie O'Rourke, 5'4" freshman. Right at the pin.
Man, that was a nice swing. She had a good vertical jump on that.
Sophia Medley again back to serve. Great serve. Stewart able to handle it with help from Piper Bland. There's a great move there. Oh, nope, out. I thought that was going to fall in play. It was a nice try there by Chloe King to keep it in play. No dice. Now North serving to tie this one back up. It's 4-3 right now. Miners by 1. Walton with the set. Oh, perfect placement. That was a good set and also a good hit by number 16, who I normally know, Malia Goodman.
Yeah, I think she scored in that first set in that same spot, so that seems to be a good area.
Nets service error. 5-4 now. Miners still on top, but only by 1. Number 7, Cammie Williams, is back in. I will say one thing. They play almost everyone on their bench. It seems like North has had a lot of substitutions.
Yeah, they have done a lot of substitutions.
There's I'll call it an ace. I think more than one minor touched it, but Cave Associates of Linton ace, great serve. And that ties everything back up at 5-all. Second set, North already took the first set. Served by Williams. Going to Stewart. Nice swing. Free ball. Miners get another poke at it. This time it's Tharp. Another great. That goes off the. Boy, anytime it hits some of the hoops or whatever, they're folded up, or the speaker system, it's almost impossible to play.
Yeah, you just can't tell where it's going to come down unless you get lucky, I think.
6-5, Miners by 1. Eleanor Stewart with the serve. Another great serve. From the back row, the run up and a little tap, but the Miners able to handle it. Piper Bland. Here's the set, going over on the right side to Klaus, and that's going to fall. Great play by Adley Klaus, the sophomore, I apologize. 6-all on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard, and going up now is Lily Canup. The set. Piper. Good save there by Ellis, the libero for North. King calls it. Piper plays it. Going to go over to Kelly in the net. Point Miners, 7-6. We're just kind of teetering back and forth here. Malia Goodman, great serve. Second touch up and over. Miners play it well, though, instantly, and the libero, Emma Ellis, couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Kinley Carmichael, kind of reading that tip and getting a hand on it, and I think it would have dropped if she wouldn't have, so that was good.
8-6, Miners now on top. North with the free ball up and over. Miners in system, what do? Just free ball it back the other way. Oh, great swing there by Carissa Nichols, the freshman. I should have kept better track. I don't know about how many kids have played in this JV game for North, but it's been quite a few. Piper in the net, I think. I don't think that was a block.
Yeah, I think they touched it.
Oops, outside the net, or outside the pin, I apologize. And so there's another point for North. And look at the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard, and we're tied at 8-all. Ellis with the serve for North. Piper off the block, falls for the point.
Piper did a nice job just powering through that block on that swing. Key was that good pass from Sage Hall so they could run that play.
Addie Walton to serve for the Miners. They play it right at the net. Carmichael, did she hit it twice? Thought she might have gotten away with that for a second.
Yeah, I think it was definitely 2 hits, unfortunately.
9-9. And going back to serve is number 14, Layla Bell. There's the set. Chloe King. Now they go to Kelly. That ball is great dig, but out of bounds. Point North. And they come back to take the lead. I think this might be their first lead of the second set. But it has been just back and forth, but tied is about as best they could do until now with Bell's serve. That's wide, and it'll be back tied again at 10-10. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have them playing 10 girls so far.
That's crazy. I wonder if they get close to their substitution limit when a game's going back and forth like this.
Ball wide, out of bounds. So it's a point for North. When you look at it that way, there's only, oh wait, I missed Lily Gregory, so there's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10, 11. They've played 1, So far, I only have 2 girls that haven't gotten in for North. 11-10. Little tap of free ball over the net. Klaus off the deflection, and it falls in for a point for North. So it's 12-10. The visitors having it their way here. Well, I say that, and it goes right in the net.
Yeah.
Good break for the Miners.
A lot of missed serves from Terre Haute North this set.
12-11.
I was looking, I think they changed that rule at some point in time, but you have a maximum of 15 substitutions per set.
There's a swing and great block. A point, though, for North.
Yeah, it kind of just
off
rolled.
the deflection.
Yeah, just rolled right down them.
Now, I guess when I'm totaling these girls up, it's first set and second set, those girls that have played. Yeah.
But they're still, I mean, they're subbing in and out multiple times, so they're still, you know, they're probably getting close to that limit, potentially, depending how long the set is.
Great swing by Piper. Going to go over to Klaus around the left pin. That's blocked. Goodman with another tip. Miners doing well here with that Walton Funeral Service block, and there's the point. Was that Stewart?
Yeah, and that was a good heads-up play by Malia and Addie setting that out there to Eleanor. She was definitely ready to take a swing on that one.
She sure was. 13-12. Miners still trailing by 1. Chloe King to serve in this second set. That one, I thought was going to be an ace, but they fish it up. Unbelievable. It looked like it was going to be a point for the Miners, and somehow, not only do they get it over, it turns out to be a winner. 14-12 North. Back to serve is number 7, Cammie Williams. For a minute, it looked like she didn't know she was serving, didn't it? It's like they had to point out where the ball was. There's a serve. Eleanor Stewart in the net. They can't do anything with it. Sage Hogg gave it a valiant try, but no dice. 15-12 North. Set. Stewart. Nothing there. Looked like a free ball. Tap over. Great play, but good cover by Chloe King. Set. Malia Goodman. Long.
That was a good try. They were kind of like earlier. Oh,
What was that?
I think they ended up calling someone in the net. Yeah, number 6, I think, is what they.
Oh,
they ended up
okay. That
calling.
would have been Carissa Nichols. I did not see that, but Stewart back to serve. Big break for the Miners here. Let's see if they can capitalize. Great serve by Stewart. Coming over on the right side, a great swing by Klaus. It's going to end up in a point.
Yeah, this has been unfortunate for this team. I know the last game I watched, when Eleanor was back serving, they scored a lot of points, and it seems like every single rotation this set and last set, they've lost it on the first one. They've not been able to capitalize on that rotation.
Goodman. North playing it from the back row. They'll leave it to Klaus. She gets a lot of those great swings. See if they go back to her again. No, this time they go to Nichols. Miners. Piper Bland in the net. She's able to fish it out of there. Goodman is able to make a play on it. Was it in? Yes. Great rally there. So going back to serve is Malia Goodman. Carmichael coming back in on the front line. So it's Tharp, Bland, and Carmichael now in the front row in the net. Oh, when you're in need of a big play.
Yeah, that could have been a turning point. It happens, though, and it's happening on both sides, I think, so.
Emma Ellis to serve. Oh, I thought that was going to Carmichael, but Piper took it. I don't know if they called it in the net or hit twice there, but either way, it's a point for North. Timeout on the floor. 18-14. Terre Haute North is in the lead here in the second set.
Since 1954, Bob Walters Linton Motors has been providing quality vehicles to the community, but they also offer a full-service department ready to assist you when time is of the essence. So don't drive out of town for quality, professional service. Call them at 812-512-9857 today. And Mayor Preble and the City of Linton encourages you to visit and bookmark the City of Linton website. This is a valuable resource for upcoming meetings, special events, availability to pay your bill online, and see local resources throughout Linton. Visit cityoflinton.in.gov.
The grill is open 7 days a week with a large menu featuring daily specials. Dine in or carry out your favorites for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Located in downtown Linton, this family-owned business has something for everyone. Line-X spray-in bed liners and undercoating now offered in addition to lifts, wheels, tires, emergency lighting, and more at English Off-Road. Your one-stop shop for all your vehicle accessories. Visit them on Facebook today. We're back underway here. Olivia Tharp out. 19-14, and North flirting here with a sweep of 2 sets, unless the Miners can get something going. They trail now by 5 after really leading most of the way here in this second set. But North has rallied. Piper in the net again. And there we've got a call, I think, what was that, under the net? Over the line?
Yeah, I think it hit the tape, so I think they were just calling it.
Served by North. Nice tap by Chloe King, but North able to handle it. From the back row, Stewart with just a little punch over the net. They back up. There's a swing by Nichols. Miners handle it. Another block, a Walton Funeral Service block by North there. Piper. Nope. North able to handle that one. Swing way too long by Nichols. Carissa took a couple of steps back to get a better angle, but hit it too long. Walton in to serve. It's now 20-15. If the Miners are going to make a move here in this second set, they're going to have to start here.
Yeah, you've not seen North make very many hitting errors, so they really want to capitalize on that.
Great serve by Addie. But again, North able to make a play on it. Was that a deflection or was that a point minor?
That was point Miners. I think it was out of bounds.
Yep.
I say they hadn't made any errors, and that's 2 in a row.
Addie Walton back to serve. Miners now trailing by 4, 20-16 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard long. 21-16. Penny, how often does it seems like when that one team reaches the 20 mark, it's kind of hard to derail them?
Yeah, it is. I think, with the rally scoring, it's not the same as in the old days where you might be able to kind of dig out of that hole. But I do think once you get close, it makes it a lot harder.
Layla Bell with the serve. Walton with the set. Piper Bland with the swing. Wide. 22-16. North knocking on the door here with a 2-set sweep in the junior varsity contest, but be sure to stay tuned. The varsity contest to follow. There, that one is out. Great play there by Sage Hall.
Yeah, it was a nice job with all 3 of them actually kind of moving back to that line so they could really tell if it was going to be in or out because it was kind of close.
It sure was. 22-17, 5-point North lead. Piper Bland to serve. Where are they going to go? They're going to go right in the middle, but a swing there by number 12, Medley, but it's long. Miners showing a little life here. If they can, they're now down by 4 at 22-18.
Yeah, and this is a good rotation too. Piper's got a strong serve in the back row, and Eleanor back up to the front row.
Good serve there. Good set. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to Stewart. A nice swing over the net, and it's going to fall. Boy, that was a tough angle. She was almost right at the net and went down the line.
Yeah, she really had to kind of pull over here, and she only had that one angle, but it kind of rode the top of the net just a little bit and fell in.
The set. Oh, I thought that was going over. Piper did too. She was mad at herself there. But the Miners get it up and over with the cover. Going over to 15, that's Kelly. Miners handled that. Piper from the back row just taps. Close, but no dice. Oh, I thought somebody'd jump up and steal that one. They didn't. They go to Stewart. She taps it for the winner. Did they call something there?
No, I think they did call North in the net on that play.
Oh, it was.
Still a minor point.
Okay, 22-20 is our score here as we head to the break. This is Rader Media Sports. The next time you need a lift, call Skinner's Towing. They're locally owned and operated since 2012. If you are ever in an accident or breakdown and unsure who to call, request Skinner's Towing at 812-699-0743 for fast, friendly, and affordable towing. No matter the vehicle, no matter the situation, no matter the climate, no matter the time. Skinner's Towing, the people you can depend on 24/7. North coming back out on the floor after meeting with their coach on the bench, Piper Bland, all set to serve. There's the buzzer, and we're set to go at 22-20. North on top, second set. They're 3 points away from a sweep here, but they're not going to get it there. Miners get another point. Penny, it's now 22-21. Miners serving for a tie.
Yeah, they're making a good comeback. You see, Addie out there kind of leading, trying to get everyone pumped up to push through these last few points.
Great serve there by Piper Bland. That's an ace, a Walton Funeral Service ace. And the Miners have come back from down by 6?
Yeah.
I think that was right. It's 22-22. Who'd have thunk it?
We talk about those percentages. Let's hope this one falls in the Miners' favor.
Another great serve by Piper. They're going to push it up to the front net, and they get it up and over. Oh, no! That was out. But there's a point for North. That could be a huge break for the visitors. Back to serve is number 10, Lily Gregory. 23-22, North on top. See what the Miners can do here. Oh, my, what a great break. Sometimes, what do they say? In this case, it'd be the volleyball gods say we're going to even this up.
Yeah, they want to make it interesting.
Sage Hall back to serve. 23-23. Great serve.
Spot.
Terre Haute North. Long. Oh, my gosh, the Miners take a lead and have set point. Timeout on the floor. Unbelievable. Scooter's Coffee is proud to announce its arrival in the Linton community. Our extensive menu features a wide variety of hot ice blended beverages. Additionally, we offer assortment of sweet and savory food items to accompany you on the go. Scooter's Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, and amazingly fast. At Halls LLC, they've been moving earth and installing reliable septic systems for years, from the site prep to drainage, driveways, demolition, and full septic installs or repairs. They have the equipment and the experience to get the job done right. For residential and commercial jobs, big or small, give Doug or Jared a call today, 812-699-0200. You may also visit Halls LLC on Facebook today. And fall is full of opportunity in Greene County real estate. Trust Corey Motter, your local expert, to help make the right move as the year ends. Close it with Corey and turn over a new leaf in your real estate journey. Well, Sage Hall serving 24-23. Miners trying to even this up at one set apiece. Can they do it? Here's the serve. The set, they're going to go to Klaus near the left pin, and she hits the winner. Great hit. And that ties it up at 24-all. She didn't use a lot of speed on that. It's kind of a changeup.
Yeah, pretty much. Just kind of like an off-speed type of tip there.
Medley with a serve. Walton calls her own number. Klaus again on the left side. Tries that touch again. This time the Miners cover it. They go to Eleanor Stewart. Kind of hits the net, but they're able to make a play. Klaus on the left side hits the winner. And that is going to... No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. It's a one-point game now. 25-22, North with their first set point in set number 2.
Yeah, I think that's one of the changes with the win by 2 now. It used to be capped at 25 for junior varsity.
Over the net. Now back, Piper. Walton. Piper again, free ball. North. Swing, and the killer by number 8, I believe, Adley Klaus, makes it a 26-24 final. The JVs, North with the sweep in 2 consecutive sets. We'll be back with the Jordan and Vaughn Insurance pregame show for the varsity match to come. This is Rader Media Sports.
For a century, you have seen a lamp as our logo. This is the lamp of hope. It is a symbol that though we will go through darkness at the time of loss, there is a light that leads us to a greater eternity. It also reflects that we will be a light to help you through this difficult time. We're here when you need us most.
My name's Corey Andrews. I've been playing football since I was 3, and my favorite memory was winning semi-state last year. My name's Justin Kimberly. I've been playing football for 9 years, and my favorite part is football Bible studies after football. My name is RJ.
Hi, my name's Kinley Carmichael. I've been playing volleyball for 7 years, and my favorite volleyball memory was whenever we came back from a 10-point deficit against Washington last season.
Hi, I'm Abby McKee. I've been playing volleyball for 7 years, and I'm looking forward to my senior season with my best friends.
Hi, my name's Ella Warwick. I've been playing volleyball for 6 years, and my favorite volleyball memory was our state appearance my freshman year.
So welcome to our headliner matchup tonight as Terre Haute North visiting the Linton-Stockton Miners. Terre Haute coming in with a record of 12-11. Linton coming in with a record of 20-7. And before I just start diving in and all these stats that I always like to give, Penny, just your observations of, as you pointed out with the earlier matchup with the JV, you know, it's a little different when you have, say, a 4A or a 3A school come to town.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, you got kind of a bigger pool of athletes. You have athletes that tend to maybe specialize in one sport over another sport because, you know, you got so much diversity there. So also you have access to, you know, club volleyball teams, sometimes a little bit easier when you're in a location where you've got a lot of opportunity to play club. You know, there's COA in Terre Haute. You're also a little closer to Indianapolis. So you may have some of those athletes that are, you know, spending a lot of time playing volleyball, whereas a smaller school, I think a lot of the times you got your girls that are, you know, they're kind of playing all the sports. You got to fill in all those roles, so sometimes it's not as specialized. So you come in with that. You come in with, you know, knowing that it's going to be a tough game and, you know, hopefully up for the challenge.
Now, how important is it? We're obviously got another game, another match before we go to sectionals. But how important is it at this point in time just to try to be hitting on all cylinders?
Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely when you want to see it. I mean, it's now or never pretty much. And I think, you know, this is a great team to have here to kind of, you know, see where you stand really right before sectional. I think it's perfect timing and a great spot on their schedule.
Heather, I know we've got a lot of things to show, including the sectional schedule and the like. I'll turn it back over to you.
Well, we want to continue to welcome you to the Jordan and Vaughn Insurance pregame show. Call Ross, Rita, Cindy, and Layton. They're in Bloomfield for your home, auto, or life insurance coverage. They will treat you like family with over 80 years of experience at their downtown Bloomfield location. Call them at 812-384-3535 today. And as Kevin mentioned, we've got the sectional draw bracket here on the screen that talks about who will play when, and this is at Sullivan High School. Rader Media Sports will be covering all 6 matches for you next week, starting with Sullivan versus Eastern Green. This will happen on Tuesday evening. We will be live pregame at 5:25 with the match beginning at 6. On Thursday, the Linton-Stockton Miners will play West Vigo Vikings, and this is the only team out of the entire draw, Kevin and Penny, that Linton has not faced this year. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. This will be Thursday, 5:25 pregame with a 6 o'clock match start, followed by Bar Reeve and North Knox for the second game on Thursday. On Saturday morning, October the 18th, is South Knox versus the winner of Sullivan and Eastern. That'll take place with a 10:25 pregame, 11 a.m. start. That will be followed by the winner of Linton West Vigo, Bar Reeve, North Knox, and that'll be approximately 12:30. And then the winners will meet later that evening at Sullivan High School at 6 p.m. for the sectional 2A 47 championship, with the winner to advancing to regionals.
Which, by the way, we now have the accreditation to carry all those matches.
As mentioned just a few minutes ago, we got the awarding of that today. As we always tell you, no broadcaster live stream team is automatic. It's an application process. We have to send in information in, pay your rights fees, and then you kind of sit back, you get everything ready to go. And if you go to our Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions link, you will see all of these graphics already ready to go. I have them up, scheduled, ready to go with links, and we will be posting all of that information a little bit later on our website as well as our Facebook page, so you can have direct link access to all of that. We should mention tomorrow night right here at Linton-Stockton, these 3 seniors will play their last volleyball match on this court. Ella Warwick, Kinley Carmichael, and Abby McKee before they head to sectionals next week. Kevin, this will be our 32nd volleyball event of this season.
Can we go back to that? I want to go back and ask Penny about some of these matchups. Penny, how do you see this? I'll tell you what I think, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
You want me to go first, huh? Okay. Well,
Sullivan, Eastern Green, Linton-Stockton, West Vigo, Bar Reeve, North Knox.
Yeah, I think Sullivan is probably a good bet on that first match, and I've not actually got to see Eastern Green play any this year, but after seeing Sullivan, the way they've played consistently, I think they are peaking right now and they're ready to play. Also interesting being at Sullivan, so Eastern's kind of used to having that home court advantage, and that'll be different for them this year because Eastern typically does host the sectional. In the next match with Linton-Stockton and West Vigo again, I'm not sure with West Vigo, but I know that Linton's going to come in ready and ready to be a contender in the sectional. And for that last match, I think, Bar Reeve has come in. What did I hear? They had won like 8 sectionals in a row, including in 3 different classes.
1A, 2A,
in 3
and
different
3A.
Classes. So, obviously the favorite and who I would see probably coming out of that match, it'll make for an interesting Saturday morning game, potentially between Linton and Bar Reeve, and then South Knox getting that bye and potentially playing Sullivan.
The 2 teams I see as, and I don't know if you want to call them, well, for one, I would say a sleeper. South Knox, to me, is a sleeper because they played Linton extremely tough, and they seem to be, as you point out, peaking at that right time.
Yeah, absolutely. And not just Linton. I think I had seen some other scores come across randomly, and I thought, they're playing some really good volleyball right now.
And they're, of course, lying in wait for the winner of Sullivan Eastern Green. And, of course, both Linton-Stockton and you probably think Bar Reeve are looking ahead to a possible pairing there.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably hard not to.
We don't know what will happen in the earlier games, but those 2 teams have quite a rivalry that is built up.
Yeah, and that's why you play the game. It's the records are 0-0 when you're walking into that sectional, and anything can happen. But I'm sure they're looking forward to that rematch. I know Linton is after being beat by them twice in regular season. I'm sure they're definitely ready for that rematch.
Now I know this is random. It's my understanding how this is done is random, but with Sullivan and the big win over the Miners, you can almost see why it's paired the way it is.
Yeah, I would
Unfortunately.
say probably a coincidence, but Yeah, it is interesting.
That's a good political answer there, Penny. Why don't we take a break, Heather? When we come back, I'll look at some of these stats.
We'll be back in just a moment. This is a live stream production of Rader Media Sports.
In over 50 years of business, two things have never changed at Linton Cycle Sales: honesty and fun. When you're shopping for Polaris or Kawasaki, this family-owned operation that offers 5-star service and accessories is a great place to start. In fact, they offer on-the-spot financing. You want to do business with a place that has your back not only when you buy, but also after you leave. So if you're in the market for Polaris or Kawasaki off-road vehicles, come to Linton Cycle Sales, doing business the small-town way since 1973.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. We'd like to take this opportunity to go through a number of our sponsors that you will see in rotation during tonight's broadcast. These are ones that you will hear quite often. One being that we are in the Jordan Vaught Insurance pregame show. 80 years of combined experience treats you like family when you call Ross, Rita, Cindy, and Layton at Jordan Vaught Insurance in Bloomfield. Whether you're searching for home, auto, or life insurance, they're going to make sure your family's covered at 812-384-3535 today.
Your ace sponsor tonight, Key Associates of Linton, serving Greene and surrounding counties for over 30 years. Key Associates of Linton has helped generations of clients buy and sell homes. Whether you're looking to buy your dream home, your next investment, or sell a home and enter into the next chapter of your life, Allie Walton Jackson, Mary Beth Geralds, Audrey Sparks of Key Associates of Linton are there for you every step of the way. The replay sponsor, Greene County Vision Center, is locally family-owned business located on Highway 54 in Linton. They've been providing quality eye care, glasses, contact lenses, and treating patients like family since 2005. With a large selection of designer frames, stop in and let their staff help you pick out your new look.
Our set sponsor tonight is Tim and Joan Warwick of Linton, and our scoreboard sponsor tonight and every night this season is Linton Cycle Sales. Linton Cycle Sales is Southern Indiana's most preferred power sports dealer since 1973, and have been proudly serving this community for over 50 years. Dane and his staff offer sales, service, and parts, so come see them south of Linton for the best deals in the area. Walton Funeral Service is the block sponsor and reminds you that one generation to the next and one family to another. Todd and Cindy Walton of Walton Funeral Service are proud of their funeral home's heritage. Dedicated to professional and compassionate service, their families have been there for this community for over a century and look forward to serving for many more years to come. They truly are your lamp of hope when you need them most. And today's post-game sponsor is Tech Shack of Linton. They now offer gift cards, perfect for birthdays, Christmas, thank yous, or even a bonus. Redeemable in the Linton store or at techshack.com. Tech lovers now of all ages can get exactly what they've always wanted from Tech Shack in Linton. A quick reminder, we are syndicating to YouTube as well as Facebook Live. We are also on RaderMediaSports.com and the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network, which is our preferred station of choice. Kevin?
So, as we've said earlier, Linton coming in with a 20-7 mark on the year. Terre Haute North coming in at 12-11. Now, if you look at some of these statistics, and again, I know I always like to go over these, Penny, but we always know the game really isn't about statistics. Any team can come out on any given night.
Yeah, absolutely. But also, the statistics give you an idea, especially as a coach and as a spectator, who you're going to be looking for in those certain categories. So it's definitely worthy of some time.
I notice it. They have it's a lot of variance of people. Sometimes you'll see it's one person leading so many different stats. It's not the case for Terre Haute. But let's go, first of all, with kills. Ella Warwick with 464, Avery Feltner 139, Layla Jennings with 109. For Terre Haute North, it's Gabriella Zwerner, 181, Audrey Lee, 169, and Maddie Strange with 150. In the block department, Kenley Carmichael with 40, Abby McKee, 41, Layla Jennings with 40, And for Terre Haute North, it's Grace Wren with 54, Gabriella Zwerner with 50, and Audrey Lee with 28. In aces, Ella Warwick, 82, Ella Norris, 42, Taylor Warwick with 40. And for Terre Haute North, Bryn, I almost said Bryson, Bryn Canup, I'm not sure there, 45. Libby Saunders, 25. Maddie Strange, 25. And Diggs, Taylor Warwick, 386. And Bryn Canup, 419. Hitting percentage, Ella Warwick at 331 and Audrey Lee at 2013. If you break it down just by team stats, in kills, 976 for the Miners, 771 for Terre Haute North. Blocks, 93 for Linton, 135 for Terre Haute North. Aces, 252 for the Miners, 155 for Terre Haute North for the Patriots. Digs, 1355 Miners, 1349 for the Patriots. Assists, 945 Linton, 694 for Terre Haute. And receptions, 1267 for Linton, 1228 for Terre Haute North. Anything stand out in hearing that, Penny?
Yeah, I would definitely say the blocks category is what stands out to me. I think Terre Haute North looked like they have got a lot of blocks. They've got a plethora of tall players. Watching them in warm-ups, I can see where blocking could be a big key to this game. I think that oftentimes as a hitter, sometimes you get blocked a few times and that, it causes you to change things. It causes, and if you can't adjust in the right way, it could just kind of be detrimental for the whole game. So I think it's going to be key for Linton to make sure to, continue to be confident, even if they get blocked a few times, make sure they make the right adjustments and don't kind of get too easy with it, make the right plays. I think that could be definitely a key factor.
You can't teach height, can you?
No, you can't. And those numbers, that was quite a big difference, I think, in blocks. And I actually was watching some even those taller girls for Terre Haute North. Their vertical jump was really impressive too. So add that together, and that can be a good combination for sure.
Now, you made a good observation with the junior varsity, and I've not looked yet. What do I see? Do I see 5 seniors on the squad? But good variance there. 5 seniors, about 5 juniors. So it's a pretty good mix.
Yeah, and there's also a few freshmen and sophomores in there too. They've got a really large roster. It looks like about 14 players, and they're not doubled up, right? So it looked like only one player that was playing on the junior varsity is dressing the varsity. So I'm assuming they also probably have a lot of depth sitting on their bench as well as their starters.
Yeah, it will be interesting. Let's take another break. This is the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show on Rader Media Sports. If you're looking for a wide selection of quality pre-owned cars, why look any further than Bob Walters Linton Motors? They've been serving Linton since 1954 with a wide variety of vehicles for a wide variety of budgets. Bob Walters also offers a full-service department with ASE-trained technicians who are standing by to fix any potential problem. Why pay big city prices when Bob Walters offers local sales and service for less? Visit the dealer you can depend on. Bob Walters Linton Motors at bobwalterscars.com. Linton Sporting Goods has an over 20-year tradition of offering Hoosiers the best in sports equipment and apparel. They feature Wilson, Demarini, Louisville Slugger, Marucci, Mizuno, and much more. Get ready for any sports season by shopping at Linton Sporting Goods on Highway 54. When the winners shop. Good at a lot of things, like cheering on the Miners to victory. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Jathan Wright is good at making sure your insurance needs are just right for you. That's why Jathan is here to help you work through any questions you might have about your auto, home, renters, business, and life insurance. Then you can get back to making sure the Miner fan section is louder than the other team. Talk to Jathan. Stop in or submit your information online and give him a call at 812-798-2615. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood. Before and after renovation reveals are all the rage these days, and no one knows that better than Brock Anderson at Brock Anderson Construction. Whether it's painting, roofing, drywall, trim, electrical, or an overall remodel, Brock's before and after reveal will have you striving to come home to quality. With over 25 years experience in the construction field, call Brock Anderson Construction at 812-798-5583 for your home repair and building need. And as he always says, go Miners. It starts well before the lights are turned on. The grill at the grill is fired up well before the front door is unlocked and the first customer ventures in.
I've been coming to the grill for 30 years. It's the best restaurant in Greene County.
It's a Ling tradition that's lasted over 100 years and the same family for over the last 40. Open 7 days a week with carry out, and speaking of traditions, they have steak night every Friday and Saturday night. If you didn't stop by today, there's always tomorrow at the Grill in downtown Linton. Steel deals are happening now at Heritage Lumber and Supply. From instant savings on select power tools to free battery offers on some of the most popular battery sets, you can enjoy great deals and do it all with Steel batteries. Stop by our store located behind Walmart or call us at 812-798-1178. That is Heritage Lumber and Supply. You know, one thing, Penny, as we sit here and get ready for this, it's hard to believe it. This is the second to last volleyball match, regular season volleyball match of the year.
Yeah.
And football is 2 games away from the end of theirs. I mean, this first fall season seems to have just flown by.
Yeah, it does seem like it's flown by for me, but when Heather said you guys had broadcast 32 volleyball games already or something like that, I was like, oh my goodness, that's making me tired just thinking about it. And then having all those graphics and everything all ready for the sectional, like you guys are going above and beyond, Heather. And really impressive. So yeah, it seems like it has been fast, and here comes the cold weather, and
yeah,
you know,
comes the cold weather, and we're ready to go back in again. But we've got some great volleyball coming your way here tonight. Terre Haute North, and coming in at 12 and 11, but really doesn't make any difference, does it?
Yeah, you know, I didn't get a look at their losses, but my guess is, you know, they're also playing big schools. They're probably playing, you know, strong competition. So even though the records may seem a little lopsided, I would say competition-wise, you know, it's going to be a good one.
Are they, Penny, I don't know, are they 3A? And I apologize for not knowing this. Are they 3A or 4? What are they?
I would say they are 4A.
Okay, I don't know. Heather, do you?
That would be my assumption. I think
Wow.
both Terre Haute schools and both Bloomington schools are 4A in volleyball.
So we're still we're just seconds away from the introductions. So let's hold it here. I was going to maybe steal away for a quick break, but we're just 20 seconds away here from all the festivities. So let's hold it right here.
I want a quick reminder that there's lots of spammers out there right now trying to not only take over our broadcast, but post that they are doing live stream. And since Terre Haute North blocks us, they cannot live stream from our facility. So we are the only live streamer here that is up and ready to go.
And you heard the buzzer, so let's listen in here for the pregame announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's varsity volleyball contest between the visiting Patriots from Terre Haute North High School and your hometown, Linton Myers. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and undergo your caps for the playing of this evening's national anthem. starters for tonight's match will be number 2, Sophia Connor. Number 8, Aggie Klaus. Number 10, Allison Winchell. Number 12, Kelsey Paul. Number 14, Kenzie Ziegler. Number 16, Abby Brown. Number 24, Emma McDonald. Number 25, Parker Clinton. Your starters for tonight's contest is Rivero, number 1, Brandon Cannon. Number 3, Maggie Strange. Number 4, Megan Mascari. Number 6, Gracie Lynn. Number 11, Libby Saunders. Number 13, Gabriella Warner. Number 15, Audrey Lee. Patriots are coached by Zula de Jesus. And now, the lineup for tonight's Linton-Stockton Lady Miners. Non-starters this evening for the Miners, number 2, Eleanor Stewart. Number 7, Steve Hall. Number 13, Lydia Thorpe. Number 14, Chloe King. Number 16, Maria Goodman. Number 20, Ella Morris. Number 24, Heather King. Starting for this evening for the Miners, a 5'9" senior. She's number 1, Abby McGee. A 5'7" sophomore, number 2, Avery Bell. Number 5, a 5'10" senior, Ella Warren. Number 6, on the pair this evening, a 5'7" sophomore, Taylor Warren. A 5'9" sophomore, number 8, Layla Jenks. 7 for the Miners this evening, number 9, the 5'5" sophomore, Audrey Sloan. And a 5'9" senior, number 15, Henry Carmichael. Miners are coached by Mr. Scott Vanderbilt.
So with that, we are ready for volleyball. Terre Haute North, Linton-Stockton Miners. And it's always interesting, and I know we say this a lot, but so many of these girls know each other, play with each other on these travel teams in the off. I noticed some conversations going on here that you can tell they're familiar with one another.
Yeah, definitely. I think, having club volleyball up there, some of the girls know each other. Also, just kind of being this digital age, I feel like it's a lot smaller. You got a lot more kids from different schools that, know each other through social media and different avenues.
And so it's like Terre Haute North dressed in blue with a little bit of red trim and white numerals, which you can see on your screen. Miners with red and blue numbers as well. Second to the last volleyball game of the year. So when you figure for the seniors, it's their second last regular season, but matchup. But I know they have Mitchell tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, home here for senior night. We'd also like to give a shout out to Tom Collins, who says Miner Pride, Larry and Rita Goodman Smith watching from home. Dory King says congratulations, Chloe, and Dana and Teresa Carpenter says let's go Miners, who are also in the stands tonight.
Audrey Sullivan getting ready to serve, and boy, I can see the height already.
Yeah.
Good observation, Penny. There's a serve by Sullivan. You're going to get it up and over with Audrey Lee. No, in the net. Point Miners. Hometown crowd loving that. Miners get started with scoring first here. Another good serve by Sullivan. Hit there down the middle by Wren. Miners handle that one. Free ball back. They're going to get another shot. They go to Wren again off the deflection. Ella Warwick with the play. They're going to go to Abby McKee. No dice. Number 15, Audrey Lee, getting it over. Sullivan. Ella Warwick from the back row. Wide. 1-1. Why do I get the feeling this is going to be a good one?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. I noticed in warm-ups, Terre Haute North running a lot of quicker sets, so it'll be interesting to see if they can execute that through the set.
Wren Canup with the service for North. Great swing by Abby McKee and great follow by Jennings. Wasn't that in?
It was out of bounds.
Ah, okay. Boy, I thought that was in.
It was a good heads-up play, but I think it just fell right on the other side of the line.
Up, serving again, 2-1. Guests on top. Miners make a play. They go to Feltner. What a beautiful touch over a double block.
Yeah, she really made her reach for that ball and was just kind of able to go over the block. Really impressive.
There were 2 Patriots there, and she knew what to do. She tipped it up and over. Here, Feltner now with a serve, and a great serve.
Oh, wow.
But even better dig. Miners have to play it on. Ella Warwick. Oh, what a dig. Nice one by Canup. Tap. Ella. Sullivan. Jennings. Off the block, I believe. Point Miners. For a minute, I wasn't sure if that hit the net or the block.
Yeah, it was kind of hard to see, but there was definitely some kind of deflection there.
3-2, Miners. On top in the early going. Rader Media Sports, proud to bring it to you. There's a set. Going for a point up in the middle of the block on the deflection. It's a point for Gabriella Zwerner. Tied up at 3-3, and back to serve is number 11, Libby Saunders. Libby with the serve. Warwick, Sullivan, Ella off the deflection. Again, there were 2. Sophia Connor was there, and also Gabriella Zwerner, but Ella still able to make the point.
Yeah, she was able to power right through.
There's the set. Looks like they're going to go to number 3. Great block. Oh, and what's the call?
I think that might have been a little bit of an early whistle, but it was still going to be Linton Point as it went out of bounds.
Okay. So point Miners, 5-3, Miners on top. Taylor Warwick to serve again. Going to the set. A little runner at the net by Lee. Ella. Another great dig by Canup. Going on the left side, Audrey Lee down the line. Is it in? Yes. She was right at the left pin.
Yeah, I thought it might be out of bounds, but it looked like it must have hit the line. It's a really good shot. I mean, there's nothing you can do to defend that.
Number 14, Kenzie Ziegler in now to serve. Sullivan. Oh, there's that height advantage. Number 13, Zwerner at 6 foot. Able to make a play up and over Audrey Sullivan.
Yeah, and Audrey was in the back row too, so she really couldn't, cross the plane of the net either. So, her hands were tied.
There's a serve. It's 5-5 now on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. Good play there by McKee. That set was not there for her. She had to reach back and make the play, and there's a swing from the back by Maddie Strange for the point.
Yeah, hitting that line shot again, Miners are going to have to either adjust the block or adjust their defense probably to defend that, because I would say Terre Haute's going to continue to hit for the line.
Ziegler. Sullivan for the Miners. Warwick.
Wow.
Oh, my. She was flying one way and did the no-look tap the other way. Let's look at it again on the Greene County Vision Center replay.
Yeah, she really skied on that one. I don't even know how she was able to get up that high and move it to the side like that.
Ella Norris with the serve long. Service error for the Miners, and it gives the Patriots a 1-point advantage. It's 7-6. Just underway first set. 13, Gabriella Zwerner back to serve. Ella, nobody there. That's an ace. A Key Associates of Linton ace for Zwerner. 8-6. Terre Haute North. Set. Ella Warwick. Set, going over on the left side to Strange. Good dig to keep it alive by Taylor Warwick. Set over on the right side. Grace Wren with a power swing to the left side for the point. She went cross court, and it worked. 9-6. Zwerner having a good service here. Miners get a free ball up and over. Where are they going to go? They're going to go Right down the middle. Good dig by Warwick. Back row, Feltner long. Was hit toward the coffin corner on the left side. Wasn't out by much, but it was out. 10-6, Miners won a timeout. Terre Haute North with a 4-point lead as we go to the break. This is Rader Media Sports.
Is your family protected? Contact me, Alicia Cornelius, your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, to discuss your home, auto, farm, life, or business needs. It's not just about protecting my family. Let me help protect yours too. Proudly serving Indiana, call to speak with me, Alicia Cornelius, one agent for all your insurance needs.
Crane Credit Union supports area schools and wants to encourage every student to do their very best. With youth and teen accounts, students can earn $5 for every A on their semester report cards. For more information, visit your local Crane Credit Union branch and find out more at cranecu.org.
This set brought to you by Tim and Joan Warwick. And there's Werner again with another serve. Great serve. Sullivan with a nice tap to keep it alive for the Miners. Return favor by North. Warwick. The Walton Funeral Service blocked by North. They keep it alive. We're going to go to Strange. Off the deflection, out, but it was deflected by the Miners at the net. 11-6. What a run here for Werner.
Yeah, she has a really strong serve. She's got a lot of power. Before the break, she had a lot of power behind those serves. It looked like she took a little bit off on this first one after the timeout. And maybe on that one, too.
Yeah, Sullivan, again, the height advantage there. She's dealing right there with Grace Wren, who's at 5'10", almost 6 feet. And a point for North. They're ahead now, 12-6. Werner continuing a torrid pace at the service line. And an ace. Nobody touched it, everybody watching it. Key Associates of Linton ace. 13-6. Nice dig by Norris, but oh my, the put away. The throwdown at the net by North, and boy, another timeout has been called at 14-6 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. North on top. This is Rader Media Sports. Linton Sporting Goods serves Linton and surrounding areas with quality sporting goods and screen printing for over 25 years. We specialize in embroidery and team sales, located on Highway 54 west in Linton. Stop by and visit this family and locally owned shop today. Your windows tinted by a professionally trained staff, English Off-Road near Bloomfield offers regular and ceramic window tinting for cars, trucks, equipment, and recreational vehicles. Call 812-384-5060 or check out their photos on Facebook today. It's the perfect season for camping. Give Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance a call to get the best protection for your camper. We're back again. We pick up with Werner again, still serving. And a 14-6 advantage for North. Ella Warwick says it stops here.
Yeah, I think that was a good timeout by Coach Vanderkolk. Even though I know it's early in the game, they really need to get that momentum. Here's Ella going up. You can see that big swing.
Oh, yeah. Boom.
Yeah, right there. You know, right in front of that defender. If she can shorten up that swing, that's going to score every time.
Replay brought to you by the Greene County Vision Center. Ella Warwick with the serve. They're going to go there to number 6, Wren, and Taylor couldn't do anything with it. Point for North at 15-7. In to serve now, number 4, Megan Mascari. Maybe. She have to run the ball down?
Yeah, I think it might have went in the locker room.
Did it go in the locker room? I don't blame her. I wouldn't go in there after it either. Here's a serve. Good serve over the net. Sullivan with the set. Going to go to Feltner. Oh, what a nice tap over the net by North. Carmichael off the deflection. North keeps it alive. A little touch. What's the call?
Called number 6 in the net.
For North. And so a point for the Miners. 15-8. Boy, see what they can do with it here to get back in this one in this first set. Kenley Carmichael back to serve. In the net. Service error. 16-8. So far, it's kind of reminiscent of the JV game. Everything going their way in the first set.
Yeah, I agree. He's kind of have dug that hole, but, looking for a momentum shift.
Maddie Strange coming in to serve.
Ooh, nice serve.
Ella Norris,
nice
an even better dig. There's the set. They're going to go to number 15, Lee. She gets it over. Miners, second touch, get it back. A nice power swing by Grace Wren, the freshman. That does not look like a freshman.
No, I was really impressed with her in warm-ups. She was the one I was talking. She's tall, and she just had a vertical jump that was really amazing. So without getting that block up there was nothing to slow it down.
Set. Ella from the back row tries to use a little change up there to take some speed off it. North was there to cover. Sullivan again, this time going to Feltner off the block. What a diving dig. They're able to keep it alive. North. They go back to Audrey Lee. Now the set for the Miners. Warwick from the back row.
Nice rally that time. Miners did a nice job of executing with Feltner trying to hit line. It kind of got him off, made them send us a free ball and able to execute on that next one.
17-9 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. Miners trailing. Served by Audrey Sullivan. Whoops, kind of a miss set there. Uh-oh, that's dangerous. Anytime you just leave that ball hanging up there like that.
Yeah, minor point, though. It was out of bounds.
Oh, fantastic. I thought it was going to be one of those power throwdowns by
Yeah, it looked
North.
close. I thought it looked close. It's hard to tell from up here.
17-10. Miners still trailing. But Audrey Sullivan giving him a little breath of life. Audrey Lee, number 15, again in the net. They go cross court. Feltner, Sullivan, Abby McKee, little touch. Canup is there to play on that one. There's number 6. Again, Grace Wren.
Yeah, really nice timing in that play for Terre Haute North.
Grace has gone out now. I know you have probably rotating there, but boy, I don't know why you ever take her out.
Right. Well, I mean, number 13, I think, comes in and,
Oh, service error.
Yeah, a 6-footer as well.
Oh,
so.
Good point. Good point. You look at Gabriella Zwerner, and she's even taller than Grace Wren. 18-11. Feltner. Nice serve. Backs everybody off. They go back to Audrey Lee. Miners able to handle that. Here's the set. They go to Ella Warwick. Here's the throwdown at the net. Abby McKee's able to keep it alive. The set. They go to his kind of a slide to Zwerner. Miners handle that. Ella Warwick. No. Back to Audrey Lee. Deep. Point. North. Good rally.
Yeah, that was a nice job defensively. Terre Haute made some really good plays. And, I think Audrey Sullivan always does a nice job defensively when Taylor has to step in there and take that second ball, to keep Linton in it. But that was a good rally.
Number 11, I think that was 11, Libby Saunders. I'll check that in a moment. They're in the net. Yeah, Saunders on the serve. Jennings with the ball into the net. Makes it now 20-11. And here's where I say you almost get in that no-man zone or no-girl zone where when you're the first to 20.
Yeah, well, we saw in the JV, though.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, that momentum can shift. And, in the junior varsity, I think Linton, kind of dug out of a bit of a hole in that second set to make it really close.
Service error. Taylor Warwick back to serve, the sophomore. Ooh. What was that, foot fault?
Foot fault.
21-12 North. 4 points away from winning this first set. Kenzie Ziegler, the junior, in now to serve. Good one-handed swing by Sullivan, but what do they call somebody under the net?
Yeah, Kenley Carmichael got her shoulder into the net, kind of trying to get out of Audrey's way.
Boy, just tough breaks here for the Miners in this
Yeah,
first
because
set.
that was a good hustle play.
22-12, kind of one of those chicken wing swings, but it worked. Boo, a little tit for tat there at the net, and that's going to fall. (23-12). Ziegler gets her orders from the bench. Nice serve, barely clearing the net. Abby McKee gets blocked. A Walton Funeral Service block. Go on the other side. That's blocked too by Ella Warwick, but it goes out of bounds. Should be a point for North. 24-12. We're at set point in the first set. Ziegler. How did that clear the net? But somehow it did, and that makes it 25-12. First set belongs to the Patriots. This is Rader Media Sports.
In high school, I didn't really ever know completely what I wanted to do. My dad, he's the one that's in the trades. He told me all the benefits, and so I ultimately decided to join the Carpenters Union.
My life is better today because of my career choice, because I have health insurance and benefits and just a better future for myself and my family.
This is a great opportunity, especially right now in Indiana. It's high demand. Every trade, they all need people to work, and it's going to benefit you in the long run.
Harvest season is near. Give Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance a call to make sure your farm and farm equipment are properly protected. Fish Monuments, located at 289 A Street Northeast in Linton. They'll meet with you to design your special cemetery monument. Whether you're pre-planning or have experienced the death of a loved one, contact Fish Monuments in Linton or reach them by phone at 930-236-3002.
Team Ortho Foot and Ankle Center is home to board-certified foot and ankle surgeon Dr. Matthew Parmenter, who has more than 35 years of experience treating patients across southern Indiana. For more information, call Team Ortho at 812-847-3381. Our family caring for yours. And Linton Sporting Goods reminds you that over 40 years of experience in the family, you can come in and shop throughout the season or upgrade throughout any season. Find them on Highway 54 in Linton today. And is your roof ready for the next storm? Whether it's a leak, a replacement, or simply a brand new look, Bumpkin Valley Roofing has you covered. For 13 years, they've been the trusted name in residential and commercial roofing in southern Indiana, offering membrane, shingles, and all metal roofing. Call Coach Sierra Babcock to schedule your free estimate today. 812-227-0818. Kevin.
Heather Rader, Penny Dunn, Kevin Rader here courtside calling this one for you. Penny, I have to say a personal thank you for you helping to fill in when I was gone. Had to go back to Nebraska, and I really appreciated you guys jumping in and doing that game, which turned out to be a whale of a ball game.
Yeah, you're very welcome. It was definitely my pleasure, and yeah, it was a great game.
I was able to listen driving back, and it's like, you know, it's the first time I think I've felt somewhat since I've been here like a parent, because you're listening going, come on,
right,
as you're going down the road. But you guys did a great job calling that. Don't be surprised if we recruit you again.
Well, when I can fit it into my schedule, I definitely enjoy it.
I told Alicia, how'd you get Penny to talk so much? She said, well, we get along really well.
It's funny. I might have talked. I don't know how I got a word in edgewise with Alicia. No, I'm just kidding, Alicia.
I think you did fine.
Kevin says, Heather, were you even there? I said, no, it was fine because you guys did a great job.
Yeah,
thanks.
Yeah, and it's very much appreciated. So we go to the second set. First set belonged to Terre Haute North, and to be truthful, they owned it from the start and maintained it.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought blocks might be a difference, but I thought Miners did a good job getting through the block. I think just some other execution problems they're probably going to work on after.
Ella from the back. Oh, I thought that was close. I thought that might have been in, but no.
Yeah,
and you know what? The line judge has a much better viewpoint there than I do. 1-0. Terre Haute North. Another great serve, just clearing the net. Go to McKee down the middle. Set, going over on the left side. Audrey Lee, that ball gets kind of hung up there. Sullivan with the dig. Go to McKee. And with the dig there was Miscari. From the back row, what a swing by Strange, but an even better block by Jennings. A Walton Funeral Service block. That ball had a little mustard on it.
Yeah, it was a nice strong hit, and Layla was up there in the single block, so, very impressive.
1-1, there's a serve. They very seldom call a double hit anymore, do they? That one was a little long.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think you see it where it hits.
Yeah, usually I think they made a rule change on that, which I did mean to look this up after the last game, but I think on the serve that they're not going to call a lift or a double if it stays on your side.
Okay, thank you. That's a good clarification. There's the set. Going to go right down the middle is Werner. Great dig by Sullivan, but then the killer tap. Once again, the follow by Werner. Miscari going out. Coming in number 2, Sophia Connor. She'll go to the front line for North. And back to serve. Yep, is number 11, Saunders. Warwick in the net. Miners just having some trouble tonight, getting going on all cylinders.
Yeah, she was trying to take that hard angle, and I think it was just timing was a little bit off, and trying to get past that blocker.
3-2 now. Patriots by 1. Jennings is the set. They go to Sophia Connor. She hits the winner. That puts Saunders back at the service line with a 4-2 advantage over the Miners' second set. Oh, getting piled up there, as long as I hope nobody gets hurt. 5-2 now. North on top. About 3 Miners took a tumble there, but everybody's okay. 5-2. Set. Ella. Nice dig there by Strange. They go to Audrey Lee for the win. Boy, they're just hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job, defensively, and it's just allowing them to run their offense very cleanly.
Served by Saunders. Set, they go back. Nice play there by Connor. Warwick able to do something with it, and then Ella, and then Jennings puts it down. What are they going to call? Is she in the net?
Yeah, they called Jennings in the net. I think her hand got it in her swing.
That was a great play by Layla. Miners get it up and over. They're going to go on the slide to number 13's Werner. Miners cover it. Ella Warwick, no dice. Oh, they got it. They have too many hits. 7-3. Miners need a rally. Taylor Warwick going back to serve. Tries to drop one in. Oh, I thought that hit. That's an ace. I thought it was an ace right away there.
Yeah, I thought it was like it hit as well.
The Associates of Linton Ace.
Thank you, Heather. 7-4 now. Miners still trailing by 3 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. They go to the same way. And there. Oh, my. What a great play by the Miners to try to make something happen there. But I'll tell you, as Werner, I think 13 got all of that. It was either her or 15, Audrey Lee. 8-4. Terre Haute North in the net, service error. 8-5. The Miners are right there in spite of everything going well for North. The Miners are still in this. They just can't get a rally going.
Yeah, this is really where, as a coach, you want someone to kind of step out as a leader, dig deep, and try to get some momentum going.
Long. 9-5 for Terre Haute North. Up to serve now is Gabriella Werner, the junior. Played very well up on the net and had a great service time in the first set. Ella Warwick there. Boy, look at this. Werner just kind of looks around like, did you see that?
Yeah.
To her coach.
Yeah, that's perfect timing for Linton, because that's not the rotation you wanted to get stuck in again like the first set.
9-6. Again, the Miners only trailing by 3 here, but they can't get going. Set. Play by Gracie Wren. It's either Grace Wren or Gracie. I'm going to go with Gracie, Grayce. 10-6 score. Now North on top. Ella Norris to Sullivan. Carmichael in the net. Miners just seemingly can't get out of their own way here. Back to serve, Sophia Connor. Long. Ella Norris kind of fell down. It might have been good that she did.
Yeah.
I think she was going to try to make a play on that ball.
Yeah, that was a bit of a floater, so it was kind of hard to tell if it was going to drop or not. So she was definitely making that play, but it worked out.
Carmichael, Kenley, ready to tee it up. There's the serve, and that is going to be an ace. A Key Associates of Linton ace for Kenley Carmichael, and it's a timely one. Kenley. Long. (12-8). North on top. See who's back to serve. Number 3, looks like Maddie Strange, the senior. That's going to be an ace. A Key Associates of Linton ace. Trading aces back and forth here between these two clubs. 13-8 now. Strange checks out a call from her coach. Nice serve down the line. Oh, they called that in.
Yeah, that's a really tough serve to play. You know, it got high on Ella's shoulders for the first one, and then it was coming high again on that second one.
That was a Key Associates of Linton ace. There's a timeout on the floor. It's 14-8. Terre Haute North in the lead. In an accident and need a lift, Skinner's Towing Service is your reliable, fast, and friendly people you can depend on 24/7. Call 812-699-0743 for locally owned and affordable service. Katie Marie Photography, located in Duggar, Indiana, specializes in newborns and littles. You can see her page on Facebook for more info at Katie Marie Photography.
Violet & Company invites you to fall into October at their downtown location. Every purchase you make this month enters you into a drawing to win a free bog bag with accessories. Winner will be drawn on October 31st, which is Halloween, so find Violet & Company on Facebook today.
Can I ask, what's a bog bag?
Penny, you want to explain that?
Oh, I think it's kind of like a beach bag, right? Kind of like rubber or silicone or something.
A hard shell bag.
Yeah.
Leave
Very
it to
popular.
me to ask those
Very
hard
popular.
questions like, why do you call it canning? I don't know. Maddie Strange with a serve. Miners. Feltner with the free ball up and over. What are the Patriots going to do with it? They're going to go to Audrey Lee in the net. 14-9. North on top. Again, Miners still right there. Just cannot get a rally going. Audrey Sullivan. Back row to Strange. Blocked by Feltner, but it falls in the Miners' side. Point North. 15-9. We're right at that crucial point here in this set. Great serve. Sullivan with a set. Going to go to Feltner. Goes with the tap, and oh my, I thought that was going to work for a moment. It looked fantastic. There's a long swing. Long by Feltner. 16-9. North opening up a little wagon room in this second set. Canup. Serve, hits the net, falls perfect. Everything going your way.
Yeah, I'm sure you heard Alicia and I talking about that during the Shakamak game, how those net serves are hard to play, and, that's definitely been a rule change it's been years now, but, it's really disheartening, I feel like, those net serves, because they're just so hard to get to.
Point Miners on the service error, 17-10 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. North playing it over to Audrey Lee, and there's the winner. Got both Lee and number 13's Werner in there, and then Grace Wren when she comes in. What a group of athletes they have. Number 11, Libby Saunders. Getting ready to serve. There's an ace. The Key Associates of Linton ace. Pushes it now to 19-10, and another timeout for the Linton-Stockton Miners. This is Rader Media Sports.
Fall is here, which means it's time to consider replacing your old drafty windows with new windows from Vinylcraft. New replacement windows can help make your home more comfortable and reduce your home's heating and cooling costs. Call Heritage Lumber and Supply at 812-798-1178 for a free estimate today. Life moves fast, car rides, chaos, and cuddles, but protecting your family with life insurance, that's worth slowing down for. Call or text Alicia Cornelius at Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, because love plans ahead. 812-582-8941.
Need a hand in your next big project? Call Hall's Excavating for all types of excavating. They're family-owned, local folks you can trust to get the job done right. And let your Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance agent, Jason Wright, help you think about insurance. Stop by the office, submit information online, or give them a call. 812-798-2615. North to serve. 19-10. Abby McKee, a little tapper, able to clear the net. Beef in the back row, Strange, nothing doing there. Miners make the play. It belongs to Ella. Good one-handed chicken wing swing there by Canup, but it's not enough. Point Miners. 19-11. Now the Miners have to dig out of a hole. They're down by 8. Taylor Warwick. There's the set. Nice tap play by Audrey Lee, the senior. Got some substitutions coming in here. Number 14, Kenzie Ziegler coming in to serve. 2011, North on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. Ella. Out.
I want to say hello to Pam Vanderkolk, who says, "Let's go Miners," as well as Peggy Fonseca.
Kenzie Ziegler in the net, service error.
Also to Wayne and Kathy Elliott, who say, watching from home.
Ella Norris coming in to serve. I almost fear what this would be like without those service errors, because North has had a few service errors tonight.
Yeah, definitely in the second set.
There's the set. Going to go to number 3, Maddie Strange. Miners able to keep it in. Nope, they say it was outside the pin. I thought they got it in there.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I think they're talking about that now. I think they got that inside the pin. And to be truthful, I didn't think they were going to be able to. And when they did, I thought it was a fantastic play. But no, I don't think anything's going to change. Point. Terre Haute North, 22-12. Back to serve now is Werner. And that's going to fall for an 8. No, Norris able to make a play. Ella gets it over. Free ball for North. Strange. No, a nice dig by Warwick, and then Ella on the block. Somehow Sullivan's able to fish it up and get it out of there. Another block by Kinley Carmichael. Now they go up and over the... That's going to do it. Wow.
Yeah,
23-12.
Yeah, and that was a good rally. You know, I think that could have been a momentum shift for Linton to pick that one up. Lots of good digs. Got to hand it to Terre Haute North, really doing a good job on their serve receive and executing. And apparently also their serves with an
Service
ace.
Yeah. That's a Key Associates of Linton ace. And here we go, set point for set 2. They already won the first set, on the verge here of possibly winning the second. Ella Warwick, nice dig there by Zwerner, and then a point for the Miners. So it's 25-12 in this identical scores in both sets, 25-12, 25-12. Terre Haute North with a 2-set to love lead here. This is Rader Media Sports.
Tending the land you love is a lot easier when you share the heavy lifting. Team up with Polaris Ranger, your hardworking partner for backyards, the backwoods, farms, and ranches.
Since 1973, Linton Cycle Sales. Walters Linton Motors has been providing quality vehicles to the community since 1954. But did you know they offer a full-service department staffed and equipped to handle any automotive issue and scheduled maintenance as well? From oil changes, alignments, transmission repair, and even major engine repair. Don't drive out of town for quality professional service. Just call 812-512-9857. Need quality hardwood mulch, compost, tree removal, or stump grinding? Contact CAS Contracting, DBA Kramer's Tree Service, who has been locally owned for over 30 years. They also specialize in land clearing and development. If it's an outside job, call 812-847-7221. Team Ortho is Greene County's only orthopedic clinic featuring board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. John Hammerstein. Team Ortho also has lead athletic trainer Jed Arsenault, who works with the Linton-Stockton student athletes to help minimize the risk of injury. Greene County General Hospital, our family, caring for yours. The Grill of Linton is a 100-year tradition and in the same family for the last 40. Open 7 days a week with steak night every Friday and Saturday night. You can dine in or carry out at this eatery located in the heart of downtown Linton. Crane Credit Union offers School Spirit debit cards that allow you to show your school spirit each time you use it, with a portion of the purchase being donated back to your school. If you'd like a Spirit card or for more information, visit your local branch of cranecu.org today.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. We want to say thank you to those that are commenting on the Facebook photo post, which we're doing a kind of a test on this because we're getting everybody prepared for sectionals next week, where we cannot syndicate to Facebook or to YouTube, but you can comment. We want to say hello to Annette Latson, who says, "Let's go girls," watching from Costa Rica.
Wow.
So we want to say thank you to you for checking in tonight. I'll turn it back over. Oh, Doug Hall says he is watching from Air Evac 39.
Costa Rica, I think that wins our Casey Kasem long-distance dedication tonight. Wow. Glad to have you on board. Let's hope the Miners can maybe get something going here. They're down 2-0.
Yeah, I think you really have to hand it to Terre Haute North. I was saying earlier how they've been able to execute off Linton's serve, and I think in past games, Linton tends to, have a lot of aces and put a lot of pressure on the other teams with their serve, and that allows them to be able to, make better defensive plays. Terre Haute's done a really nice job in serve receive tonight, and I think that's made a lot of difference.
There's an ace by Sullivan. It kind of prompted Audrey Lee to do a little war dance there, trying to figure out what that ball was.
Yeah, I think that actually hit off her leg. I don't think she was planning on playing it.
1-0 Miners. Sullivan to serve again. Strange is able to make that play on that one from the back row. Miners. McKee with the point. Couple of blockers were up there, but McKee able to kind of fit it in between the blockers and the net.
Yeah, she's done a nice job. I think her timing has gotten better as the year's gone on, and nice to see her get a point over there on the right side.
Miners up 2-0 in set 3. Now 2-1 on that nice play by Grace Wren. We have not called her name for a while. Now Grace going back out. Canup getting ready to serve. Just long, but boy, it wasn't long by much. 3-1, Miners on top. Feltner back to serve. They want to go to 15, Audrey Lee, and that's going to count. Lee with a kill on the deflection. 3-2, Miners by 1. It just seems like we can't get a run on the serves. You get a point maybe, at the most 2, and that's it.
Yeah, I agree. Linton's not been able to get a big run here or any kind of momentum through either of the previous sets.
Ella off the block. That's going to leave a mark. Going on the left side to Audrey Lee. Set again to Ella. That one should not have been played. Strange played it, but I think that was going out.
Yeah, I think it was going to be out too.
Miners trying to get something going here.
Yeah, but this would be a great opportunity for Linton to go on a run here with this 2-point lead.
And with good front 3 up there, there's the set.
That's good pressure.
Yep.
Nice.
Carmichael. Libby Saunders couldn't play it.
Yeah.
Point Miners 5-2 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard.
Love to see Linton speed up that offense a little bit. I think it kind of took Terre Haute North got them off guard on that one.
Served by Taylor Warwick. The set, they called their own number on the second touch. No dice for the Miners. They're going to go to Ella. Strange able to kick it up. They go to 15. Lee, no dice. Miners set it up again. Going to go to Ella. Oh, nice soft touch. She used the changeup again using baseball lingo, but that's what she did.
Yeah, and that was perfect timing because she's been swinging, and that was just a great shot right there that they weren't expecting.
There's the set. Off the block. It's a point for North. I'm not sure who scored that point for North. I didn't catch the number there. It's right in by the chair. Number 25, Klingerman in now to serve. Ella blocked out of bounds. Point Miners. Boy, you have to think on some of those blocks when they look at their forearms tomorrow, there's got to be bruises there.
There's been a lot of big hits tonight.
But fortunately, it's been just arms and not hit anybody in the head or anything. Because 7-3, Miners on top. They're with the serve. They're going to go to Connor, and that's going to fall. Sophie Connor with a winner at the right pin. Gracie Wren has come back in now on the front line with Strange and also Connor for Terre Haute North. Back to serves, Werner. Ella, what a nice dig there by Zwerner. But the Miners still get the point at the net. Does it seem like there we see the replay of the Greene County Vision Center replay. Falls right there. What a swing. Warwick back to serve. I mean, it's early, but they're going to be right at the net here. Well, what are they going to call on Wren in the net?
Called Linton in the net on that one.
Oh, Linton in the net. Back to serve now is Connor. Miners still with a slim 8-5 lead here in this third set. On the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard, Carmichael. No dice, Canup able to play on that. And now Strange with a tap. Oh, I thought that was too many taps, wasn't it?
No, McKinley got a touch on it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Up and over. Set. Down the line. It's out. That was Gracie Wren on a slide. Didn't work.
Yeah, I think that set was just a little too far out. There was no way for her to get around it to turn and get it angled back in.
Seems like, at least so far, and I hesitate to mention this, but the Miners are playing a little looser. Don't seem as tight.
Yeah, I agree.
Carmichael back to serve. Set. Nice tap over the net there by Pa. Nice tap. Norris getting it back over for the Miners. Wren, boy, that girl's the real deal. Gracie Wren.
Yeah, I see a long, successful career ahead of her.
Yep. And she's only a freshman. Does that mean we're going to see her for 3 more years? Yeah. Let's see. Back to serve is Strange. That's going to be an ace. A Key Associates of Linton ace. By the way, this set sponsored by Tim and Joan Warwick. 9-7 Miners by 2. Maddie Strange to serve. Nice play by Sullivan, but North able to get it over. Sullivan again. This time to Feltner with the tap. No dice. We're coming up on it. Audrey Lee. Good play by Ella to keep the ball alive. Feltner another tap. Back row, Strange. No dice. Norris able to make a play. Ella on the runner. Nice pickup by Strange. Another slide. Blocked. A Walton Funeral Service block. Jennings sliding to the right. Had a couple of Patriots there to make the block. And a Walton Funeral Service block for the North. It's now 9-8 Miners by 1. Strange again, long. 10-8 Miners. Abby McKee back in on the front line now, along with Feltner and Jennings. Sullivan to serve. Set. Wren blocked at the net, but follows it right back up. Boy, how athletic was that? Down, up.
Yeah, and that's something,
Quick.
you know, a lot of times you'll train in the off season, kind of all those plyometrics. You do those quick as a front row, so you want to be ready, and you can tell that she was prepared for that play.
10-9 Miners by 1. McKee with the swing there. They're going to go with a tap. McKee. Sullivan. Warwick, back row, soft touch. The changeup works. 11-9 Miners. Feltner back again to serve. There's the serve. The set. Going to Lee. Blocked. They keep it alive. Free ball up and over. Miners in system. Warwick. Set. They go back to Audrey Lee. No dice. Taylor Warwick owns that one. There's the set. Back row. Feltner. Now set coming the other way. It belongs to Zwerner with the winner.
And Terre Haute North, that was a really nice rally. Terre Haute North doing a nice job and kind of moving that set so they weren't set up right in the middle. They kind of pushed it out off the middle hitter's right shoulder and allowed him to not get the block and get the point.
Libby Saunders back to serve now for Terre Haute North. 11-10 Miners by 1. Ella. Oh my, a little indecision. She hit it right between the two on the back row. Strange and Canup for the point. 12-10 Miners. Taylor Warwick. Out. 12-11. North serving to try to tie this one up in this third set. Harper Klingerman, the junior, coming in to serve. North has already won 2 sets, 25-12, 25-12. Oh, that's going to be long. Miners now with a 13-11 advantage. Ella Norris in to serve. Ella with a serve. I thought that might fall in, but they did play it. Smart move. Connor with the swing. Sullivan with the second touch. And there's a killer swing by number 13, Gabriella Zwerner, the junior.
Yeah, another quick set by Terre Haute North. And, sometimes it's just when you're running those quick offenses, it's hard to get your block up in front. And when you can't slow that ball down, there's not much your defensive players can do to make a play on it.
Zwerner with a serve. Miners with a free ball and over. Set to the back row. They go to Zwerner. Yes.
Haven't seen Terre Haute North set to the back row a couple times through this match, but that one looked nice. I'm actually surprised they don't use it more often because that was a good one.
Zwerner to serve. 13-13. Set. Service error.
Yeah.
Miners 14. The Patriots 13. Timeout on the floor. That's the score on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. This is Rader Media Sports. Call Brock Anderson Construction for your home repair and building needs. With over 25 years of experience in the construction field, he'll strive to have you come home to quality. Call Brock at 812-798-5583. Jathan Wright, your local Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, is here to guide you through the process so you don't have to do it alone. Meet with Jathan in person or over the phone at 812-798-2615 to partner with him for your auto, renters, home, farm, life, or business insurance needs. Jathan says, go Miners. Let's insurance together. Third set, 14-13 Miners. They trail 2-0 in this matchup against Terre Haute North. Ace, Ella Warwick. 15-13. Boy, serves have so often been a great fallback for the Miners. It just has not been the case in the last few matches. Here they play one off the basketball rim up there, and it works. Feltner off the deflection. No dice. North playing it out. Strange. The tap. No. Sullivan picks it up. Back to Feltner again. Diving play by North. Feltner with a dive. Norris gets it up and over. What's Sullivan going to, or what is the Patriot? What are the Patriots going to do? That time it was Sophia Connor with the winner. 15-14. Back to serve is Connor. Trying to tie this one up. Miners trying to hold on. Feltner with a winner.
Nice swing. Love to see Feltner hit the ball hard like that. And, sometimes she kind of gets on her, when her sets are off a little bit, or she kind of likes to tip it, but I like to see that nice decisive swing. Lots of good rallies here. I wonder if these girls are starting to get tired. You wonder, kind of lots of back and forth play here. Scott would say no, I think.
Carmichael to serve. There's the set. They go to the back row to Strange. That's tough play there off the hoop again. 16-15. Sometimes they work for you and sometimes they work against you.
Yeah, the fact that she was even able to get a hand on it as fast as it was coming down, that's good reaction time, but those are about impossible.
Maddie Strange serve.
Oh, nice
great
up.
dig by Feltner, but point North. So now it's tied up at 16-16. Something tells me we're right at a crucial point here in this third set. And it's a service error. What a good break for the Miners. 17-16, up by one. McKee back in on the front line to join Jennings and Feltner. Audrey Sullivan back to serve. Deep. Set. Dive by Ella Warwick on the save. Good tip for the Miners to keep it alive. They go to Audrey Lee. Winner. With the kill. 17-17. Like North is just relentless, just stalking this third set here as it's all tied up on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. This is Rader Media Sports. Life moves fast, car rides, chaos, and cuddles. But protecting your family with life insurance, that's worth slowing down for. Call Alicia Cornelius at Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance because love plans ahead. 812-582-8941. The Grill of Linton is a 100-year tradition and in the same family for the last 40. Open 7 days a week with steak night every Friday and Saturday night. You can dine in or carry out at this eatery located in the heart of downtown Linton. The Miners still huddled around Coach Scott Vanderkolk. It's a 17-17 tie here in the third set. Terre Haute North trying for a 3-set sweep. The Miners trying to push this to set 4. Bren Knupp to serve. Nice serve. Miners make the play. Back row, Ella Warwick. Knupp with the dig. Nice swing by Abby McKee. Puts the Miners back on top, 18-17, and Feltner back to serve. Avery gets her chance to see if she can propel the Miners to a run here. Set goes to Paw. Miners handle it. Warwick long. Ella's swing long. If you're wondering if you're following this from Terre Haute North, yes, Taylor Warwick and Ella Warwick are sisters, so there will be a Warwick again for another 3 years. It's now 18-18. There's the serve. Taylor Warwick with the dig. McKee goes long. Strange able to make the play there. Nice double block there at the net. But Jennings just stopped because Ella fell right at her feet. She wasn't going to step anymore to make the play. And they want to make sure Taylor Warwick now is okay. Bodies were flying everywhere there.
He's readjusting his chair. Yeah, that was an awesome play. She shows just a lot of grit going after that ball hard like that.
Libby Saunders. In fact, they're going to make sure Taylor is okay. Does she have going over to get something taken care of? Probably maybe a scratch or
that would be my guess.
On the knee, and they've got to tape it up. They're doing that right now.
Yeah, and I'll take this opportunity to talk about Taylor Warwick a little bit. I feel like, sometimes the defensive players don't get very much credit, and she does a ton of work back there for this Linton team, digging up those balls and making those plays. So when you mention both the Warwicks, I like to say she stepped into that role and really helps out this team.
There's a serve by North. Feltner with just a push, two-handed push over the net. They're going to go to Strange at the right pin. No dice. Or no, Connor, I apologize. Ella Warwick. Knupp able to pull that one down. Set by Sullivan. Ella Warwick with a tap. Going for the corner. Knupp trying to make the save, and they get it up and over thanks to Libby Saunders. Sullivan trying to find an open spot. No dice, but Sophia Connor does find an open spot. 20-18.
Nice hustle play over there by Terre Haute on, 2 different rallies, keeping that ball in play to be able to execute on the last.
And North closing in here on a 3-set sweep.
Short.
There's an ace. Key Associates of Linton ace. 21-18, North just 4 points away from, as I said, a 3-set sweep. This is Rader Media Sports.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Sports in general is just for anybody.
Good work. First down.
Seeing, girls flag football is pretty awesome.
Now, there are 13 sanctioned states in high school girls flag, and then you add on that it's going to be an Olympic sport at the next Olympics, which is huge. I think it's a really exciting time to jump in and be at the forefront of this.
1, 2, 3.
So back to serve for Terre Haute North, Libby Saunders, the junior. 21-18. And there's another ace for Saunders, a Key Associates of Linton ace. And there, I say it so many times, but at a crucial time at 22-18. North now. Closing in. Ward. Ella says it's not over yet. 22-19. The Miners have a run in them. They need it now. Taylor Warwick steps back to serve. No, I thought maybe they got an ace of their own there, but no. Set. Ella off the block, a double block up front. Number 13, Gabriella Werner was able to block Ella Warwick.
I thought that almost looked like a triple block up there. They were definitely keyed in.
23-19. Into serve, Klingerman. Set. Kinley Carmichael wide. 24-19. We are at set and match point. It'll be up to Harper Klingerman. Long. We're at set point number 2. I mean match point, I apologize. Eleanor's back to serve. They call a timeout.
Yeah, Terre Haute's taking a timeout.
Okay, we have a timeout. We'll just hold this one here.
Yeah, I think that's, a good choice for a coach to do. I mean, it happens a lot. You try to ice the other team's server. So, she had another timeout left. This is going to be it. Try to take this opportunity and not let Linton get a chance to get back in it.
It is 24-20. We're on match point number 2. So I know the Miners, let's look ahead just a moment. I know they're hosting Mitchell tomorrow night in senior night. That will be a big event. And so I want to certainly remind people of that. And I also want to tell people to stay tuned for the Tech Shack post-game show. We'll be hearing from head coach Scott Vanderkolk about this one tonight. Terre Haute North has come in here and just really commanded the building. Yeah. And they lead here 24-20, but the Miners are serving. Let's see what they can do. Eleanor's. Klingerman plays it. They go up front. Nice block there. Out of bounds. Point Miners. We go to set match point. I keep saying set point. Match point number 3. Norris to serve again. 24-21. North still by 3. And 1 point away. Great serve. Get them out of system here. They just throw a free ball up and over. What can the Miners do with it? They're going to go to their person. Ella Warwick. 24-22.
Yeah, nice job. Eleanor's doing a nice job putting some pressure on him with her serve, and the swings from Ella Warwick in the front row looking good.
24-22. North by 2, and it's Match point number 4. And there's an ace. 24-23. A Key Associates of Linton ace. Believe now this is set point number 5. Klingerman going to get up. They go over now to Strange. Free ball. Miners to do with it. What do? Ella's blocked. Norris. Back to Sullivan. Back to Ella. Off the deflection. Miners tie it up. 24-24.
How exciting. Now you wonder, no timeouts by either coach here. Okay, you got to win by 2. You wonder, if Terre Haute North regrets taking that timeout to ice Linton server. It's been turned around.
Ella Norris again to serve. Pin up. Get it over. It's another free ball for the Miners. Here we go. They're going to go to Ella. It will not make it up and over the net. It looked like it was going to just crawl over, but no. 25-22, and we're on set match point. Gosh, number 6. I'm going to try real hard to quit saying set match.
Nice pass.
Ella in there. I'm not even sure Zwerner saw that one.
Yeah, good swing. And, the shot before that, I think that off-speed shot would have worked too if it would have crossed the plane of the net.
25-25. Block, but a point North. Tucked in there between the blocker and the net. So now we're back to set point, match point. Doggone it. Number 1. Long. Oh, my. Who wants this set? Carmichael going back to serve. Oh, you're right. There were no timeouts. I heard that whistle, and I thought, somebody call timeout?
Yeah, substitutions. 2 of them over there for Terre Haute North.
Carmichael at 26-26, third set. North has already won 2 sets. Ace. Key Associates of Linton ace. The crowd is into it now. The Miners are into it. It is now set point for the Miners. 27-26. I don't think North wants this to go to a 4th set. If hits the net, clears it over. Strange with a hit. Sullivan. Tap over by Miners. Strange again from the other side off the block. Point North.
Wow, both teams really fighting hard for these last couple points, making it one exciting game.
27-27. Back to serve, number 3, Maddie Strange. You can hear the crowd stomping. Sullivan calls her own number. Canup says, nope, I've got that one. They're going to go to Audrey Lee. No, Miners play. Feltner, tap. Canup going again to Lee. Norris with the play. Sullivan back row. Warwick. The ball disappears again. That means they replay it again?
I guess so.
Somebody's going to have a busy day on a ladder tomorrow.
Yeah.
I see 4 of them up there.
Well, keep us informed with the count, Heather, because it's going up all night. Strange with a serve. No, it goes ace. 28-27. We're back to match, or is that? Yeah, 28-27 now. So now it is match point again. Maddie Strange to serve for North. They can win it with a point here. The Miners, Jennings with a tap. No dice, not going to work. They're going to go back to Lee. Her tap doesn't work. A tap by Jennings keeps it alive. Audrey Lee, no. Set. Feltner swings, blocked. No. Miners still playing. Touch up and over by Feltner. Swing, they're going to go to the lead. That falls, but out of bounds off the Miners. Does it not? They're going to discuss this one. North thought they had it won, but they're not sure. They're calling the
He wants the line judges up there.
line judges, but I don't think the line judge saw him. They want to have a discussion about this. So the line judges are all coming in. What is it that they saw that
So I think that Linton thought there was no touch on the ball. I think they thought it rolled off the net. Final
so
call
they're
is a
saying
touch
it's
on the ball.
deflected. So the final is 29-27. A three-set sweep, 25-12, 25-12, 29-27. Terre Haute North winning in 3 sets. We'll be back with the Tech Shack post-game show when we return. This is Rader Media. There's a new kind of tech store in town, and it's not playing by your old rules. Welcome to Tech Shack in Linton, America's newest technology store for hands-on tinkerers, off-grid thinkers, and everyday problem solvers. Need two-way radios? Got them. Electronic parts? Stop. Survival gear? Ready to roll. It's like Radio Shack on steroids. Tech Shack in Linton. This ain't your daddy's shack. We're back with the Tech Shack post-game show. The Miners are still huddled up down there. Coach Scott Vanderkolk, I don't think he's one doing the talking. I think one of the assistants right now is handling that.
Yeah, I think Coach Jackie Southard is talking to them. And, wow, what an ending to that third set. I feel like I still have my adrenaline's going, and I wasn't even out there.
You know, the Miners just really showed some grit and determination in that third set.
Yeah, and I think, as a coach, that's really what you want to see. I think, I'm not going to speak for Coach Vanderkolk, but I think, he was probably a little disappointed those first 2 sets. So to see, them dig back and play volleyball the way he knows they're capable of and they know they're capable of, I think in that third set is really important, especially this time of year.
So that really puts some emphasis on tomorrow night's game, not only because it's senior night, but because you want to end the regular season on a high note going into sectionals.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, they'll be reset and ready. I think Scott had spoke about it last time, kind of about the emotions that go into senior night. So you'll have that playing too, but I guarantee they'll be ready.
So the Miners drop to 20-8 on the year. And Terre Haute North will go to 13-11. Coach Scott Vanderkolk getting his headset on here. Oh, that's why I wanted to make sure. Okay, Coach Scott Vanderkolk joining us now. Coach, this is one of those where you watch the first 2 sets almost just went by in a New York minute. But that third set, your team showed what it really had when it really dug deep.
Yeah, we played about, 30 points of Linton volleyball, and they were all right there at the end. Which we're happy with the way they played there. But to start the way we did all 3 sets and to not show up ready to go, not acceptable. 4A school comes into your gym and just accept that they expect to wipe the floor with you because they're bigger than you, and that's not us. That's not how we roll. Not happy with the majority of the night, but proud of the way that we fought back in the third. Just wish we could have done it consistently all night.
Let's put a little more pressure on tomorrow night's game with Mitchell.
Senior night's always an issue. You never know, how that's going to affect mentally. But, obviously we wanted to finish the season with 2 wins. And we don't have that opportunity, so we got to make sure we finish the season with 1 win and carry that momentum into sectionals and make sure that we're ready to work. The things that we've been doing in practice, that's what we were talking about there before I came up, was we do all these things in practice because that's what we want you to do in the games, and then we don't come out and do it. And especially against a bigger team like this, it's got a big block. We've got to pass the ball better. We've got to run the offense faster, and the hitter's got to take care of the ball regardless of what the set looks like. We can't blame each other for mistakes. We got to take the ball and make it better with what we can do with it, and live to see the next point and put ourselves in a position to compete. And we just didn't do a great job of that tonight.
It seemed like they had just a host of players step up for them, especially in the first 2 sets, where it just seemed like they could do no wrong.
Yeah, it all started with their bro back there. She passed a great game. We were trying to avoid her in serve receive, and then defensively, it seemed like every time we hit the ball, it was right at her, and she passed a dime, and they could run their offense, and we weren't doing a great job with our eyes blocking and getting in front of the attackers, and too many solo blocks and no blocks. So just we've got to play cleaner.
It is senior night tomorrow night. I'll let you talk a little bit about, obviously we'd like to have folks turn out for the last home game of the year.
Yeah, there's usually a bigger crowd for that night, and which is certainly appreciated. Those kids have been here for 4 years and put a lot of hours of blood, sweat, and tears into their program, the school's program, this community's program. So having people here supporting that and showing thanks for that is awesome. So
you can't see it, Coach, but we have the pictures of the 3 seniors here on the screen right now. Ella and, of course, Kenley and Abby McKee. So we'll all want to be wishing them well. It's not the end of the season tomorrow, but it is your last chance to see them at home.
Yep, end of the regular season. Want to go, like we said earlier, want to go 1-0 on the night and send those seniors out correctly on their home court. Just take a moment to appreciate the effort that they've given us and just have a good time.
Penny, I'll let you jump in here for a question.
No,
or an observation, whatever you want to do.
I agree. I say, best of luck tomorrow and, carry the momentum that you guys played in that 3rd game over and in the season with the win, and look forward to the clean slate of sectional time.
Yep, everybody's 0-0 next week, and everybody's dangerous.
Coach Scott Vanderkolk, thank you for coming up. We appreciate it on the Tech Shack Live mic on the Tech Shack post-game show. So, Penny, final comment from you tonight?
Yeah, just thank you for having me. I really enjoyed that, especially that last set of volleyball, and look forward to watching Linton for their senior night and also in the postseason. It's an exciting time, and wow, I just can't believe how you said how many games you had broadcast for volleyball and wrapping up. So it's a fun time in all the fall sports.
Sometimes when you hear that, you think, well, that's all varsity. Of course, that's junior varsity, and then obviously football. But and it'll be that and more when it comes basketball season. But we've got more football and volleyball to play. Heather, I'll turn it over to you. It's 3-set sweep by Terre Haute North tonight, 25-12, 25-12, and 29-27.
We want to thank the sponsors that make these broadcasts, live stream productions, free to view at home for all of you. So keep those sponsors in mind. We want to say thank you to Penny Dunn, who's sat in with us a few games this season. We always appreciate that as well. And we do want to encourage everyone that is able to come out tomorrow night to here at the Linton-Stockton Gymnasium to wish Ella Warwick, Kinley Carmichael, and Abby McKee well, as this is their last game on Linton Minor Court. Obviously, we have lots of information to continue to keep sharing about next week's 2A Sectional 47, which will be hosted at at Sullivan High School. Linton will play on Thursday night, the first game of 2. But we encourage all of you to buy a ticket, attend in person. Obviously, Tuesday is a e-learning day for Linton-Stockton before they head to fall break Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So There's really no excuse unless you're heading out of state to not be able to follow the Linton Miners on Thursday. And if you are out of state, you know you can catch us on Rader Media Sports. For Penny Dunn, Kevin Rader, and myself, this has been a production of Rader Media Sports.
This has been a production of Rader Media Sports. Until next time.